Hi. Hello. Sorry, hold on. Let me lower this a little bit. Oh, now I can't hear it at all. Hold on. Hello. Hi, Mike. Hi, Dark Soul. Hi, Centeno. Hi, Amaze. Thank you very much for letting me know I didn't put a Discord notification in there. Hi, YR. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Thomas. Don't dent me. What did you fill the blank in with, Thomas? Because there was a word that I was thinking. Jeff, thank you so much for the tier 3. Yeah.
So basically, I'm literally typing to you, you stupid son of a bitch.
Jeff, thank you very much for the tier 3. Welcome back. Hi, Dark Soul. Thank you very much for the 66 bits. What's going on? Have you popped yet? No. No. Nothing has changed. No. No. She's still here. She's down here. She will not be popping anytime soon. Let's start a hype train. We love hype trains. Dark Soul, thank you very much for the 100 bits. What do I need to do to ban Dark Soul from using the 66? Well, for starters, probably shouldn't have said that, because now he's going to use it just to spite you, specifically. Dark Soul is very drunk today. He's drinking 100 proof. Maybe he'll gift 100 subs, and then Mike will sing. What's a hype train? Ah! Thank you so much for the 100 bits to start the hype train. You know, I keep offering all of these like rewards. If we get back up to 1,000 subs, we'll do this. We'll have the Saturdays. We'll do the Saturday stream. I said that I would vlog. I would make sure that I vlog, well, you know, my baby stuff. What was the other one? I said there'd be a Saturday stream. I said there'd be that. Oh, and I tell you the baby's name. Like, I have offered so many things to get back up to the 1,000 subs. But alas, it still eludes us. Who else did I miss? Vanilla Bean stream. Hello? Vanilla Bean. Speaking of Vanilla Bean, I guess it's really not anything to do with Vanilla Bean. I am drinking hot chocolate. Because guess what? It was snowing today. Can you believe it? I'm driving in this shit be loud AF. Yeah, I know. That's why I mute my mic, because it echoes through my microphone. That stupid alert. We already know the child's name is Claire. You know what's really sad about that is I love the name Claire. Honestly, I would use the name Claire. But now I will always think of Royce's lover from work, which is a real shame. Claire was my name in French class. We had to pick a French name. And Claire was the one that I picked, and I picked it because of Lost, which is funny because we had a whole conversation about Lost on Monday. I like the name Claire a lot, but also Claire is the main character in Outlander, which I also love Outlander. So I really like the name Claire, but our name that we picked is a good one, so. Damn, Royce really has a type then. I guess so. I guess he really does. You know, actually, I've actually seen a lot of his ex-girlfriends, and I mean, we're all like basic. I don't know how to explain it in like I don't know, we're all like skinny, brown hair, blonde, like there's no like brown, like he dated a redhead, he's dated blondes, he's dated brunettes, like we're all just like basic looking bitches, like there's nothing. I don't know, like there's no like type. She cyberstalked them. I did way back in the day when Royce and I were first in, you know, getting into cahoots. I was very curious as to his ex-girlfriends, and there was one who was really, really pretty. It was the redhead. And she was a cheerleader, like a college cheerleader. She was a redhead, and she was real pretty. And I was very intimidated by that one because I felt like she was the prettiest one of all of them. Have you guys ever heard this story? I wonder if we've ever shared this. Okay, so way back in the day, way back in the day, when Royce, like within the first year, I guess, of watching my stream, he went on like a date, I guess. It was like a double date. And they were out on the lake. And it was him and his friend and these two girls. But the girl was, I don't remember which one of like his exes it was, but it was someone that he had already like been with, I guess. And they were kind of like rekindling their romance, whatever. And also we are at a 96% hype train. I will forgive Dark Soul if he continues the hype train to the next level. I will forgive the 66 bits. I just want to keep it going. And then only got it to 98%? Balls! Thanks for the 66 bits, though. Dang it. Hey! That should keep it going. There we go. There we go. Mayor, thank you so much for the 100 biddies for the hype train. There we go. Now we're at level 2. Let's keep it popping. So they were on the boat, and I guess he was responding to like us in Discord. I don't remember if I was streaming at the time or if she just saw him typing to somebody on his phone, and she asked like, "Oh, who is that?" And he goes, "Oh, it's like one of my friends. Her name's Patty, and she streams." And I was like typing in the Discord ever, and she gave him an ultimatum. She was like, "Okay, well, I don't really want you to like communicate with that person, with that girl. I want to be, front and center here." And he cut her off. He was like, "Okay, well, bye then." And they were done after that. He was like, "Well, that's not happening, so GG's." I was like, "Ah, poggers." What's a level 2 hype train? A level 2 hype train just means we keep getting more hype. We just keep the hype going. Hype trains are just like a way to encourage people to support a stream, and you get, emotes for your level of support. Double the train, double the hype. Okay, the hot chocolate's making me really, really toasty right now. I'm gonna take this off. Also, if I sound nasally, I have a cold or something. I don't know. I've my sinuses are messed. My ears messed up. My throat's messed up. My sinuses are messed up. So if I sound really nasally today, I've got a cold. So that's why. Not that I think it's much different from any other day, because I feel like I sound nasally like all the time. I just am in a perpetual state of swollen sinuses. So it wouldn't surprise me if I sound like this all the time, but I definitely can hear it in my own voice that I sound particularly nasally today. But yay, we made it to level 2. Level 2 hype train, poggers. But yeah, this hot chocolate's making me a little toasty right now. I wanted hot chocolate because it was snowing. It didn't like stick. It didn't stick at all, which obviously, it's been warm, so it's not gonna stick. But they were like really giant snowflakes, and it was kind of nice a little bit to watch the snow come down and to know that it wasn't going to stick to the roads or, ruin the rest of my week. So, can you do a biceps flex? No, I cannot. I don't know what that says. Is the bicep flex request meta back? Literally so loud. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much for the 66 biddies, Dark Soul. We are only at 9% on level 2 though. Only at 9%. We gotta get 91% on this level 2. Can we get level 2 to level 3? Can we? Let's see. What do we have going on today? I have an appointment tomorrow. I have a lactation consultant appointment tomorrow, which I know, PK, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Thank you. I know that we're gonna talk about like breast pumps and stuff like that, but is she gonna like touch my boob? Is she gonna be like, "This is how you do this," and like squeeze my boob and be like, "This is how you're gonna do this and this and this and this"? Like, I don't know. Dark Soul, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. Thank you. Okay, wait, can we just read that? I'm going to leave a channel that doesn't support other languages. Why the fuck would I support other languages if I can't read them? Why? What am I gonna do? Google Translate every single one of your messages? Doofus? Dark Soul! Hey, Dark Soul keeping the hype train going? Dang, Dark Soul, okay. Okay. Dark Soul, thank you very much for the 2,500 bits. I gotta get some new bit sounds. I gotta get Mike on the case. Well, the problem is we don't have Octo clipping all of my... We don't have Octo clipping all of my out of context things that I say anymore. So now I feel like I have a lack of you know, memes to turn into sounds because Octo's not here to clip them. And nobody else clips them. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do to make more sounds. Does Mike know about this? No, Mike does not know about this, but that's because I just said it right now. And too drunk to be doing that a lot, LOL. Why are you, can I just ask, like, why are you drunk on a Wednesday afternoon? Like, what possessed you to get drunk on a Wednesday at like 4 o'clock? Just curious. Like, you don't feel like maybe that's not an ideal time to be drunk? Like, maybe you should save it for like a Friday or a Saturday. How are you doing, Pretty Woman? Hi, Superman. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Cause he just bought it? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I mean, I guess so, but like, it's not 5 o'clock where you are, so do you see like the dilemma? Do you not, that doesn't, you don't make the connection there? What are you drinking? I actually had a dream the other night that I was drinking alcohol and I was pregnant and I was like, yeah, it's okay. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm like taking like shots, like literal shots of liquor. And I'm like, oh yeah, she's gonna be fine. Like, she's already like mostly developed. Like, she's fine. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Why did my brain dream that up? That's not, I would never. Do. I have some crazy dreams though. I've always had really crazy dreams, but it's definitely more crazy now. As a matter of fact, I have a broken clock I purposely broke that shows 5 o'clock. So that you can just drink all times of the day and feel like it's justified. Sounds like you miss drinking. I don't, but like, I'm not like a drinker. I'm really not like a drinker. I will drink when there's a social occasion, but I'm not the type of person to sit down and like play games and think, you know what would make this better right now? A beer, and like go to my fridge and get a beer. I definitely, my drinking behavior was always associated with like social events. Like that How I Met Your Mother episode where it was okay if it was just a little bit. I've never watched How I Met Your Mother, so I'm not sure. Makes sense that dreams could be more intense with elevated hormones in the body. Oh yeah, that's something they tell you like they told me that in my baby app during like the first trimester. They were like, your dreams could get really, really vivid and intense. And I'm like, I already have really, really vivid and intense dreams. I don't want any more. Because mine are almost always nightmares about me getting like assaulted and murdered and kidnapped and not fun things. But now that I don't ever get any REM sleep, I have like maybe 2 dreams a night, because I just wake up to pee so often, so my dreams get interrupted. I did have a nightmare the other night, and I was so sad. And I woke up, and I was so sad. There was, it was, okay, so it had something to do, Royce's mom was telling him that I was a sellout because she said that I only married him so that I could have babies and not go to work. And I'm like, yeah, but like, that's what we agreed on. That's what we were supposed to do. And we were at like a we were at like a we were on vacation. We were on vacation, but we were sharing a really big house with another group that was on vacation, and it was a bunch of like really young women, like young, pretty, physically fit, not large and pregnant women. And they were all hitting on him, and I just woke up so sad. And I kept asking him throughout the day, I was like, "You're not gonna leave me for the pretty girls that you work with, right?" And he was like, "You gotta stop dreaming." And I'm like, "I can't. My brain doesn't let me." Thank you guys. Thank you, Dark Soul. Honestly, low key. Thank you very much. Dark Soul and Mayor and PK. Thank you guys for the hype train. Appreciate it. Appreciate the hype train. A bunch of young, pretty women hitting on Royce. Was this your dream or his? It was mine. It was my nightmare. It was my freaking nightmare. And then there was one I had a couple weeks ago. And I woke up and I went into his room hoping that he would be awake. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning because I had such a bad nightmare, but I don't remember. Like, it was like somebody was trying to kill me type of nightmare. Like, it was really scary. And I woke up and I went into his room because I wanted him to come cuddle me because I was scared, but he was asleep and I didn't want to wake him up. So I just went back into my room and I think I went on like Twitter or something so I could distract my mind from the scary nightmare that I had just had. I wish I could remember what that one was. I can't remember. That was a couple weeks ago. But I've definitely had some very, very, very vivid nightmares and dreams throughout this experience. Y'all sleep separately? We do. We do sleep separately. And it's just because we have 2 beds, so like we have the option currently. And it's just so much more comfortable. There were a couple reasons that this happened. We slept in the same bed for like the first couple of months of our marriage. And then I got sick and I started sleeping in here by myself because I didn't want to get him sick because I was like really, really sick. I got a really nasty infection, whatever it was. And so I slept in here by myself. And then I got stung by the bee. I got the wasp, the yellow jacket. I got stung. And I had to sleep with my arm like stretched out because I couldn't close my fingers. And so I would sleep with my arm stretched out so I could put like hold ice in my hand. Like I literally used to wrap an ice pack and go to sleep with that on my hand. So then I continued sleeping by myself. And then I was pregnant. And this pregnancy was much different than the first pregnancy. And I got really sick really fast. And the smell of the dog, Jake's scent, was just so overpowering to me. Like, I could not be near his dog. It smelled so bad. And so I was like, you can't sleep near me because the dog has to sleep with Royce. I was like, I can't smell your dog. It's driving me crazy. So then we continued to sleep separately. And then now it's just like, we're just so used to it because I sleep with this giant pregnancy pillow. Sometimes if I'm really sad or like cranky or whatever, I'll be like, can you sleep in my room? And he's like, ugh, I guess. Because it really is uncomfortable with the giant pillow in the way. But he'll do it for me if I ask him to. But the last time he did it, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning and we were both so uncomfortable. I literally almost woke up. Like I almost woke him up to tell him to go into his room because I wanted him out of my bed. But luckily, he was also just as uncomfortable, so he left without me having to say anything. He went into his bed. So that's gonna change once she needs a nursery, because we're gonna get rid of his bed and we'll sleep in the same bed again, and that area of the room will become her nursery. But yeah, I know, when I say this, people, I feel like someone is always like, you guys don't sleep in the same bed, you're married. I'm like, yeah, but it's actually quite great. It's not like we don't spend time together. We cuddle and we watch TV and we're together until we actually just go to sleep. You know, like we cuddle and do married things, but we just don't sleep next to each other. So it's actually quite nice because we both have our space. Sleeping separately was the norm back in the day. Have you ever watched old TV shows like The Dick Van Dyke Show? Couples often had 2 separate beds. No, like, yeah, I know that. And I know older couples will do this because somebody snores or, you know, like my grandparents, my pop has to sleep in like a hospital bed now because of all of his health complications and stuff. And so they don't sleep in the same bed anymore. But explain we do married things? Well, I am pregnant, so just use your imagination. Do you know how this baby got here? Married things. I get it. Hubs and I frequently sleep separately just because he works nights. And that's another thing is with the pregnancy, the dog will wake him up like at 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, like if he's got to go pee, if he needs water, whatever it is. And Royce will get up and take care of him. But when he was in my room, he'd wake me up too. And I was so sick and miserable during the first trimester of pregnancy. I was like, please, like, leave me alone. Like, fill my water bottle, get out of my room. You smell. I don't want to smell you. I don't want to share my space with you. Like, it was just brutal. So it was just easier. And then we kind of just kept that routine going. I wonder if there's a casual relationship between cyberstalking your husband's exes and having dreams that there are other women hitting on him. I haven't looked at his exes since we were first dating, okay? That was a long time ago. Patty has sandpaper feet and Royce doesn't like his skin peeled when Patty rubs her feet on him. Actually, Royce is the one who is ruining our sheets, by the way. It's not me. My feet are really rough, but like they're not as rough as they used to be because I'm moisturizing so much now. He wears socks in the bed, and then the socks, like, mess up the sheets. They put, like, fuzzies on the sheets, and it ruined an entire set of sheets, which really makes me mad, but, you know, and then I had to yell at him to stop wearing socks in the bed. I ruined my sheets, too, with my feet. I mean, the pair that I had before these ones, to be fair, they were like literally the sheets that have been on this bed since I don't even know how long. A long time. And they already had a hole in them, but me rubbing my feet in the hole made that hole significantly worse because I have sandpaper feet and it just kept like, you know, imagine rubbing sandpaper on something that already has a hole in it. Like it's going to make it significantly worse. So, yeah. So that was a really long explanation. But that's why. Also, as of today is Wednesday, which means I am officially 33 weeks today. 33 weeks. I only have 7 weeks left. And that is if she comes out on her due date. 7 weeks. Which I don't think that she will come out on her due date. I think she will be early. That is my guess. I don't know how early, but I think that she'll be early. Now, watch because I say that. She's going to come out like 2 weeks late. Because everything that I've thought about pregnancy has been basically the opposite. But last week I finally replaced the bed I've been using since 2011. It's so nice having a bed that doesn't make noises if we make the slightest movement. Oh my gosh. My bed upstairs when I was in the room that's upstairs, literally anything. Any movement and that bed creaks. The slightest movement, like Kovu getting up and adjusting and my bed would creak. It's so old. It was my great grandmother's bed. It's a very old bed. What kind of movement you making, Simon? Hi, Royce. I was telling them about the girl that you remember, the girl you were on the date like with on the boat, and she told you to stop watching my stream and like cut me off, and you were like, nah, B, and you cut her off. I was telling them that story. And then I was telling them how we don't sleep in the same bed. But it's actually like pretty convenient. And we're both pretty content with that arrangement. So it's gonna be an adjustment when we get rid of your bed and we're sleeping in the same bed again. But at that point, I won't be using the pregnancy pillow anymore, so there won't be this gigantic thing in between us. Kovu was a big fella. At his peak, Kovu was like 14 pounds. Kovu was a big boy. It's actually, it's almost April, which means we are coming up on, what is that, 3 years? 3 years? Right? 3 years? When did that was, no, 2 years. 2 years. Coming up on 2 years with Kovu. Sleeping with your dad on the floor with both dogs. Go ahead. You guys can make a freaking a powwow. What is the word I'm looking for? Dog pound. Do. Oh, I need to blow my nose. Like I said, you guys, I've got like a cold. And normally my snot is nice and clear. But I noticed a couple days ago it started turning green. And green means your body is fighting an infection. So fun for me. Fun for me. But how is everyone? How is everybody? How are we all feeling? Anyone have any updates for me? I gave you my updates. Patty, you're the healthiest looking constantly sick person I've ever known. I really hope she has Royce's immunity because I just get beat up, man. Just beat up. The only thing is, I have to say, I'm really glad that I don't have, like, my sickness is always sinus related stuff. And it's not like vomiting and diarrhea and like tummy issues all the time. That would be really miserable. But I know some people are like that. Some people are constantly like, oh yeah, I was throwing up all week and then I got sick again. And I'm like, ew, gross. I hope she takes after Royce's height or she'll be a short person like her mom. Not short, but sure. Sure. I can't wait to see what she looks like. She's gonna have brown hair, obviously. Brown hair is like, Royce and I have brown hair, so I mean, if she comes out with a different color hair, it's gonna be real suspicious. It's gonna be really bizarre. But what I'm most interested in is what color eyes is she gonna have? Which parent she gets her height from will definitely affect the sports she plays. She is going to be a cheerleader for sure. She is going to be in gymnastics and cheerleading. That's my plan. I mean, I'll give her an option, but I will just also like steer her in that direction. Like she'll be like, oh mom, I want to play t-ball or something. And I'll say, are you sure? Because in gymnastics, you get to do this and this and this and wear a cute little leotard and blah, blah, blah. And then she'll be like, oh yeah, mom, you're right. Let me do that instead. Built for BBC, mommy. I don't know what that means, but it feels inappropriate. I'm gonna laugh when she comes out looking 100% Asian. I mean, I showed you guys my baby pictures. I looked very Asian. I was a very Asian looking baby. She'll be a hunter fisher woman. I mean, if she's interested in that, sure. I don't know who's gonna take her. British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC. The BBC. Maybe that's what he means. I look like I could be a British actress. Thank you. I don't know if Kristen Kruick is British or not, but thank you. Appreciate it. Patty presenting options to her, base or flyer. Yeah. And you're going to 100% be a tumbler. You're going to be captain. Like, I have high expectations. High expectations for this child. Careful of karma may make her the fat cheerleader. No, she won't be the fat cheerleader. She will be the iconic cheerleader who's not fat. I didn't see the guy's comment. Yeah, he said something about something inappropriate, I'm pretty sure. How dare you assume she doesn't want to play football? Yeah, as you guys know, like, I'm all about women empowerment and, like, encouraging her to live her dream of shattering the glass ceiling and making more money than a man. And, like, obviously I will be encouraging all of these things for her. But also, Also, I'm gonna make sure that she, you know, like has brain cells. Like we can do that, like we can talk about those things, but also we're gonna talk about more important things. You know. She will not have a smartphone. I managed to make it until I was 18 without a smartphone. I didn't get a phone until I was in after school, and it was not a phone that, like, it was literally just the only thing I could do. I mean, I could text, but it cost money, and so my parents were like, don't text. You can call us when you need to be picked up from after school. So that will be their experiences as well, because they rot their brains and it's completely unnecessary. My child doesn't need to be texting people. They're a child. So, and we've had this conversation before. And I've had, like, I remember so many people in my chat being like, yeah, right, you'll see when you get there, you're 100% gonna get your kid a phone. And I'm like, no, because I have to pay for it, and I'm not paying for $1,000 iPhone for my 6-year-old. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Sorry, not happening. Dude, it's absurd. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. I got my first phone when I was in high school, and it was because of cheerleading, because of basketball season, sometimes basketball games, you got back to the school at like 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes you got back at 11. Like, it was, it was whenever you got back to the school. So I would call my dad or my mom and be like, hey, we're back at the school. I need a ride home. Because I didn't have a car either. A lot of other kids had a car. I didn't have a car. So I was, stranded until my parents came to pick me up. So I got a phone for that. And then I bought, with my money that I earned working, I bought my own iPhone when it wasn't even when I was in high school. It was when I was in college I bought an iPhone. Because I remember I was dating the guy that I was dating before Royce, and I didn't start dating him until college. So I didn't get a smartphone until I was in college. By the time she's old enough for a phone, you won't be able to buy anything but a smartphone. Yeah, but some parents give their kids like freaking 6-year-olds have iPhones. And I'm like, please, give me one good reason to justify giving your 6-year-old an iPhone. Or really any phone for that matter. Like, there's literally no reason. Big boy! Hi! What's up? Hi! For the record, Royce took Jake to the vet yesterday. He is not limping. He got, they put him on an antibiotic or anti-inflammatory. So they put him on 2 things. He's on a steroid. So basically, whatever he did, that paw, it was one of his fingers, one of his, little toes, was really, really inflamed. Which is why he was limping. But they also, underneath his arms, is like really, really yeasty, I guess. Which we knew he had been licking like crazy, and he wouldn't stop. Baby, what are you doing? Why are you rubbing your face on me? What's the matter? So he's on 2 different medications. They trimmed his nails. He's all right. You're a good boy, right? You're okay. You're okay. Yeah, so basically he is just inflamed from whatever. I don't know if he, stepped on something or just from licking it constantly. Stop. Don't rub your gooky eyes on my ball. You gotta go potty. Okay. Okay. All right.
shush.
So yeah, so there was nothing like, he didn't break anything. There was nothing like, because last time he had impaled, he had like he had cut himself in between his toes. Nothing like that. It was just really inflamed. So I don't know if it was from the licking or he stepped on something. I'm not really sure. But it was swollen. It was inflamed. So I think they gave him an anti-inflammatory and a steroid. So he constantly has to pee because he's constantly thirsty. So I got to give him water a lot, and I also got to let him out a lot. But I think it's only for two weeks or 10 days or something. It's not too long. What color are your eyes? Green. Green eyes. But he's feeling better. So, but yeah, there is no reason for a child to have a cell phone. And when I see kids who do have cell phones, I immediately 1000% judge the parents. Like, I immediately assume that they are irresponsible parents if I see a child with a cell phone. Because there's just no reason for it. You're not leaving your child alone. They don't need you to like come, they're not doing after school activities where they're like, Mom, I need you to come pick me up. Like, I just think it's completely unnecessary. Parents who give young children a cell phone are even less responsible than iPad parents. Yeah, like, honestly, iPads are, they can be used for good. They can be used for good and they can be used for evil. So I have mixed feelings about iPads because like, here's the thing. I started playing video games, which is basically the equivalency of an iPad, right? We had computers at, I don't know. I wish I could go back in time and tell you at what age I was allowed to start playing a computer, but it was young. But yeah, you can set screen time, like you can limit them to an hour per day or whatever on the iPad, and you can limit it to what they're able to do. Which I suppose you could do on a phone too, but like the phone, the whole point of the phone is to be able to contact people in like emergency situations, right? If we boil down a phone, that's what it's for. It's to be able to contact people. Who the fuck does your kid need to contact at 6 years old besides you? Like, who? Why do they need to call their friends? Oh, okay. I'm 37. We had games when I was 5. No. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. So my family, my family owns a computer business, and so we all had computers very young. I remember, honestly, like, a very vivid memory in my mind is sitting on my dad's lap while he was playing Call of Duty and like pressing 1 and 2 to fire. um, so I have been playing video games since I was very young. We all had our own computers, but no one had their own computer in their own room. Like, we were all in the basement together. We had tables lined back to back. I was on this side with my one brother, and then our other brother had his desk here, and the other side was the other two brothers. And we all had our computers, and we would play games together and do, like, sometimes I'd be playing Sims, and my brothers would be playing Doom or whatever it would be. But I have been playing video games since I was very little. And I don't think, and I always say I hate when people use anecdotal, oh, well, my experience was this. But we did not grow up violent. Like, we did not grow up, we were playing violent video games. We were playing Call of Duty. We were playing, like, there was one game called Carnivore where you hunt dinosaurs. Like, we were playing violent games, and none of us grew up violent or delayed. If anything, I remember, this is another memory I have. There was a word, and I'm pretty sure the word was barracks. We were in school and we were reading something, and it was a word that other kids didn't know. I don't remember if we were doing something up on the power, whatever it was. And I knew the word because of World of Warcraft. I was like, oh, those are the barracks. Like, that's where, like, the army, like, has their stuff. Like, that's where those are the barracks. And that was because of World of Warcraft. Yeah, I let him in. I'm, like, trying to remember if I let the dog in. Hi, Serpy Nut. My son sat next to me from 4 till 6, and I got him his own PlayStation 4 and Black Ops 3 now. He's 15 now. Great kid. Did you give him an iPhone when he was, like, I feel like the youngest age that I see is, like, 6 years old. 6 years old, kids with iPhones. Did you give your kid an iPhone? My parents bought me educational computer games from as soon as I was old enough to use a computer. iPads could hypothetically be used the same way. Cell phones are much harder to control what your kid is exposed to. Yeah, the cell phone is in their pocket, right? The cell phone they constantly have on them. You can't supervise everything that they're looking at on their cell phone because they have it all the time, right? So even with parental locks on cell phones, you're not always going to be supervising them when they're on their cell phone. And there are certainly things that seem really innocent. Like, for example, Roblox. Roblox is one that I know a lot of kids play today, like a lot of young kids. Like the kids that I used to babysit play Roblox. And I know that there are literal predator communities on that game. So at least with the iPads, like, they have kind of iPad time at the they would always have it, like, in their playroom, and it's supervised, and they have an hour-long limit, and once they hit the limit, they can't, they're done. That's it. But cell phones are just different. They're a whole different beast. Just put spyware on your kids' phones. Just don't give them a phone. Like, you don't need to spy on your kid, just don't give them the option. Don't buy it. Like, where is your kid getting it if not from you? Like, you have to buy them a phone. You have to pay for their phone bill. Just don't buy them a phone. When I used to teach primary school, my students didn't have phones. Can you imagine how much more distracted my students would be if they had phones in their pockets or desks? I know. I think that, I feel like I saw this, and I don't know if this is true because I didn't actually look into it, and I saw it on Twitter, so who knows, that RFK Jr. was trying to get rid of phones in schools or something, and a lot of the arguments were like, what about school shooters? Which is such a crazy, crazy thing to say. I mean, just crazy. This is a crazy concept to be like, oh, I can't have my kid not have a phone because what if a shooter comes into the school and my kid can't text me goodbye, I love you? Like, what a crazy, crazy ass concept. But like, I know that these kids today are so obsessed with their phones, with their screens. I can't imagine how often teachers have to get on kids for their phones. Like, it was bad enough when I was in school, but I was also in, like, the honors classes. So it was like the gym class, that I was in, that kids would be getting yelled at for their phones. But it wasn't really an issue in AP classes and honor classes because those kids were not shitters. But like in the classes that are mixed, where you're not in an honors or AP class, you had kids getting yelled at for being on their phones. I played every violent game made. I was in the original Mortal Kombat generation. Yep, I never became violent other than in video games. I'm also not the rule. I've also had a phone since I was a freshman in high school. Smartphones didn't exist yet. Yeah, like I said, I got a phone, and you know what? It was like a Walmart. It wasn't even like a BlackBerry or a Razor. It wasn't even like one of the cool phones. It was literally just from Walmart, like a pay as you go type of thing. And I had that just because of cheerleading, because I had to be able to call my parents and be like, hey, we're back at the school. Can you come pick me up? That was it. I used to use my iPod. I had an iPod that I used for music because I don't know, I just had an iPod. I asked for an iPod for Christmas one year or whatever, and I got an iPod and I used it for music because obviously at a certain point CD players were no longer a thing and it switched to iPods. And it was an iPod 4, which was a touch. And I used to use that. There was an app called Text something. They would give you a phone number, and you could use that as a text, as a phone. But it only worked if I had internet. So once I left the house, it was pointless. But that's how I talked to my friends. Bring back the family desktop computer out in the open area of the house. That's how it was. I mean, we all had our own computer because my dad owned a computer business, and we had a surplus of computers. But we were all in the same room. Like, all of us back to back, our computers were across from each other. There was never any privacy. Not that any of us would want privacy because we're all just playing whatever video game we happen to be playing. I remember I used to play Sonic Schoolhouse a lot. I loved Sonic Schoolhouse. Carnivore, I used to love hunting the dinosaurs. I'm thinking of all the old 90s games I loved on the computer. It's an easy solution. Allow armed guards at schools. Yeah. Yeah. I think that is an easy solution. I think it's a very easy solution. Yeah. Instead of having a sign that says gun-free zone, have a sign that says this school is protected by armed guards. And I think, boom, problem solved. A kid working small jobs like mail boy, mowing grass, etc. will instill them with some skills early on. I mean, I suppose I'm not sure like what connection you're trying to make to like the cell phone or computer situation. I started working when I was 14, and I've been working since I was 14. I always had a job. So I've been saving since I was 14 years old. It's bizarre to me that like some people don't do that. Like, it's very weird to me that some people are like, oh, I didn't get my first job until I was 18 years old. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Why? Tagamo, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Hi, Tagamo. I'm like, yeah, as soon as I could start working, I started working because I wanted money. Because my parents were not like, we did not grow up with a silver spoon. It was like, if you wanted something, you bought it yourself. So I was like, okay, well, I want to pay for the new Sims expansion. That means I have to get a job. So when my oldest son is responsible enough for a phone, you can bet your ass I'll be getting one of those free phones you get when you open a new line. There's no way in hell I'll pay for him to have a great phone when the free ones do just fine. Yeah, it was literally from Walmart. It was, AT&T, like, pay-as-you-go phone. Nothing special. I just remember back in the day, the fancy ones were, like, the BlackBerry and the Razor flip phone. And then there was one that was, like, it slid up and also, like, it went this way, and then you had a big keyboard, and then you could turn it, and it went this way. Everyone had that one. I was like, nope, just here with my little pay-as-you-go with one keyboard, no sliding, no flipping, just, that's it. I miss my Razor phone. Didn't they bring them back? Didn't they bring them back? I swear that I remember hearing something that Razor phones were coming back. Ghost Wolf, I've heard that 100 million times in my life, yes. Some people seem to genuinely believe that every school has frequent school shooters. Former Dem Rep Gabby Giffords recently claimed that 1 in 15 Americans have survived a school shooting. Some people believe exaggerate claims like that and genuinely want policy based on a high likelihood of a shooter. 1 in 15 Americans? There's no way that that's a real statistic. That is an incredibly high number. There's no way. Maybe she means like all types of shootings. Like mass shootings, school shootings, drive-by shootings. I don't know, but there's no way that that's a realistic number. My first phone was a box phone in the car. Cellular one was the carrier, I think. Box phone? I started working at 14 too, and I agree that started working early helps to instill a good work ethic, but I did just fine without having a cell phone. Yeah, exactly. Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing craze. Sidekick phone. What's a sidekick phone? It got fact-checked pretty hard. Nowhere near 1 in 15 have been anywhere near a shooting. Yeah, that's insane. That's like an insanely ridiculous number to throw out there. David Hogg was at all of those. Ask him. David Hogg. Oh, David Hogg. Oh, speaking of David Hogg and the posse, did you guys see the Harry Sisson? I don't even know how to say his name. Drama? He's getting canceled! Not that I'm celebrating someone getting canceled. It's just funny because I think that kid's such a little shitter. There's like a bunch of women, well, not women, they're like teenage girls coming out and claiming all types of things. When I was in school, we always had a gun in our vehicle. Obviously our school was a gun-free zone because they all are. But in college, we had a shooting scare. We got an alert that there was a shooter on campus. Said everybody evacuate, blah, 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 blah. I don't think I had class that day, so I wasn't even there. But it turned out that it was a guy who had a truck who was a hunter, and his hunting guns were in the back of his truck, and someone saw them and reported him, or like reported the truck, reported to campus police that, you know, there was a shooter on campus. Turns out this guy just probably was on a hunting trip, and dad's on a hunting trip. He hasn't been home. Was on a hunting trip or something and just forgot that his guns were in the back, went to school, and then, yeah, and then we had a school shooting scare. And I'm like, that's, okay, well, that's not even close to what happened. I actually did get a Razr, but it was well after they were the top of the line new phone, though. Still really liked that phone, though, and had it for many years. Yeah, I'm sad that I never had one of the cool Razrs, Blackberries, one of those things. I just had that crappy little Walmart phone. He's in double drama. DNC dropped him this week over the second drama, not the women. Second drama? There's second drama? I knew about the women. I didn't know there was second drama. Hunting rifle mounted in the back of the truck was a common experience at schools back in the day. They never had issues, despite guns being the problem. Weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird? Probably many more guns used to be on school campuses, and we didn't have this issue until relatively recently. When you grow up in the country, guns are as common as silverware. Yeah, so I felt really bad for this guy because I'm like, that's so shitty. Like, someone really saw in the back of his truck and was like, yo, school shooter. I'm like, dang, that sucks. I am from the United States. It's like the tool isn't the issue, but the social degradation is the issue. It's like, isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Isn't that kind of strange? Hello from Serbia. Hello from Serbia. Did this convo start off because of the court's decision on ghost guns? No, this conversation started off because of people giving kids phones. Somebody asked me when I was going to give her an iPhone, and I'm like, never. She will not have a smartphone. I would have to buy it, and I'm not going to do that. So she's not going to have a smartphone. So that's how this conversation started. And then we started talking about like violent video games and how most of us have been playing violent video games for a long time, and we did not become violent because of them. And somehow, somewhere, it got connected to this. Smartphones have been shown to have the same effects as heroin on teens' brains. Yeah, not to mention like the actual physical damage. Fun fact. You see these lines on my neck? You see these? Apparently, we are all getting them much younger than generations before us because of this. Because of this. Because we've all been doing this for so long. And you know what? I was like looking at pictures and I'm like, a couple years ago, this was not here. And so obviously that's, with age. But when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I've been looking down at my phone for years now. This probably is like a phone line, which makes me so sad because it could have been avoided. The women thing would have been brushed under the rug and everything would have moved forward, but his old friend where Harry was listed as a chief of staff in his company is where the real drama is for him. Fraud, lying about being an attorney, claiming to falsify U.S. documents, grooming, and an issue with an underage person from Australia. What the heck? I didn't know he was in double trouble. Oh no. Wow, that little shitter is even more of a little shitter? Who could have seen that coming? I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who this person is comparing me to. This is apparently a little boy YouTuber. That's who he thinks that I look like. I don't see it. No, I personally don't see the resemblance. We have the same color eyes, and that's about the extent of it. I don't really see it. Oh, this makes me uncomfortable. He looks like a child. This person has got to be like 16 years old. Ew. I feel like a creep just looking this up. She looks pregnant to me. Do I? You think I look pregnant? You think I look pregnant? You think I look pregnant? Really? You trying to tell me I look fat? I don't think I look pregnant. I think I look the same as I've always looked. Petite feminine women, teenage bodybuilding man? Apparently, literally the only resemblance, we have the same eye color. That was it. Mike! Thank you so much for the tier 3! Woohoo! 2 subbies today. 2 subbies today! Let's go! Mike, thank you very much for the tier 3. Welcome back. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're up to 2 subs. But you know what? Our daily bit goal got smashed by drunk Dark Soul. Thanks, Dark Soul. Hi, Mike. How are you? I feel like it's been a minute. Where you been? How you been? You good? I got a cold right now. Look at my poor nose. My nose is all red. I got cold. I'm gross. Impulse bits? Yeah, I mean, he's drunk, so he was real excited to spam. A Prime 3 subs today. I love that. Thank you so much, Wedge and Tilly's. 0 messages. Following since July 11th, 2024. has never said a word. Thank you for the Prime. Now we're up to 3 subs today. Poggers! Nice guy plus day drinking equals generous donos. Checks out. Anon? Dark Soul Anon? You don't look like you always did. You have 2 things that are bigger. Yeah, I mean, but you can't really see them right now. I kind of like this whole closer to the camera thing because I feel like you can't tell, you know, you can't see the physical changes as much. If I'm this close to the camera, I look like I've always looked, you know? You know, I can't even tell. Doesn't look different at all. Doing pretty good, just busy with life, work, and raising preteen daughters. Mike, we're talking about cell phones right now. Did you give them smartphones when they were younger? You legit don't even look slightly preggers at this angle. Thank you. I love that. That's such a compliment. Harry could have come out and said he was a victim of the whole thing, even with the recordings and messages, but by staying quiet, they believe he knew about all the stuff, and so now he is being thought to be an accomplice to all of it. Wow. Wow! It's almost like he's a loser. Didn't see that coming. Lurks? Dude, are you like a long time lurker? Or did you just happen to stop by again today? I'm like kind of stunned here. Following since July 11th, 2024, it's about a year ago. Are you long time lurker or first day lurker? Suspicious. How much lurking have we done? Patty doesn't look a day over 21. Thank you. Do I look pregnant? Tell me I look skinny. Tell me I don't look pregnant. Do I look skinny? Followed because of World of Tank stuff ages ago. Oh yeah, July 2024. I don't even. I'm trying to think. I'm like, was I even playing tanks? Also, I want to listen to Morgan Wallen's new album. I haven't listened to any of it. Is it good? Have you guys listened? Morgan Wallen, new album. Have you guys listened to it? Roy said it's a banger. Let's see. It's a trap. No, don't tell me I look skinny. Tell me I look skinny. Tell me that I look skinny and I haven't changed at all since last year. Thank you. Thank you. Very skinny, eat more. Thank you. Give me more. Tell me I look so skinny. Tell me I look like the skinniest person you've ever seen in your life. As long as your belly stays off camera, you don't look pregnant. That bump is bumping. My wife is the same. She's still skinny except for one hell of a glorious bump. Yeah. It's like I see it. I see it a lot. Like I can see the weight gain. But other people that see me out in public are like, oh my gosh, you look so good. And I'm like, thank you. I don't, but thank you. I'm so glad that you haven't noticed. I have. I will say I'm really glad though that only a small amount went to like my face. I definitely gained a little bit up here, but tiny amount. Can't say that. People call other simps for doing that. Simps. I hate the term simp. You know, this is one thing that has always bothered me. This bothers me, okay? This bothers me. I am sitting here doing exactly what, okay, maybe not exactly because I'm not talking politically right now, right? But like I'm doing the same thing that Asmongold is doing or Hassan is doing, right? But if a guy is in here, they're simping. If a guy's in there, you're just like supporting a bro. Like you're just like, that's a bro and you're just supporting him. Like, what is the difference? What is the difference? There is no difference. Asmongold's not going to sleep with you. I'm not going to sleep with you. There's no difference. I got this. Patty, you're so anorexically skinny that once the baby's born, you're going to need to triple your sushi intake to get back up to a healthy weight. Inject that into my veins, PK. Inject that into my veins. I normally throw my sub at Asmon, but he started sleeping with me. I hate when that happens. Don't you just hate that? Oh, freaking nose. Asmongold isn't pregnant, that's the difference. Okay, yeah, but you can't tell that I'm pregnant. Unless you know that I'm pregnant, you can't tell that I'm pregnant. You know? Unless if you're here listening to me talk about it, or if someone in the chat says it, or you happen to see me get up and you see my gigantic baby bump, then you know I'm pregnant. But just in general, this is a concept that really fucking irks me. A new sub. A new subby? Thank you! Thank you! That's a new sub! That's not a resub. That's not a prime. That's a new booty right there. Thank you so much for the tier 1! Appreciate you. That's another point for Partner Plus. My heart. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's like a concept that really annoys me because you are simping if you go into like a hot tub streamer's channel because that content, and we all know it. We all know it. And we know that the point of a hot tub stream is to be sexual content. You can fucking argue with me as much as you want. You can argue with me as much as you want about this, but we all know if you're watching someone like, let's see. Let's go find a fucking hot tub streamer. I don't know if it's like even still meta anymore to be doing hot tub streams. Let's see. Hot tubs, pools, beaches. Let's see. Who's at the top here? Okay, yeah. So literally, if you just click on this category, they are almost all of them labeled may contain sexual themes, may contain sexual themes, may contain sexual themes. So it's very clear that the point of these streams to give you a boner. That's the whole point, is to give you a boner. My stream, that is not the point. That's not the point. That's not what we're doing. There is no difference between me and a guy doing just chatting. Like, there's no difference. There's no difference. There's just no difference at all. Sims are real though. Most people who donate genuinely want to support a streamer. But Sims actually think they're somehow gonna get with the streamer if they throw enough money at them. Sims are delusional, whereas most supporters just appreciate a talented streamer. Yeah, if you support a streamer with the desire of like them giving you something in return, that's really toxic. Because a streamer is not holding a gun to your head being like, support me, right? You have a choice to support a streamer. But if you give them subs thinking that you're going to get like private messages and, you know, you're going to have some type of in with the streamer that everybody else doesn't have, if that's your expectation and that's why you're supporting someone, that's fucked up. Either way. It's not men's fault. Some have no self-control and women were made beautiful for a reason. That's very bad logic. With that logic, you could justify grape. It's not men's fault. Women are just too dang attractive and we have no self-control. That's very dangerous logic. Remember the first time I heard Petty curse and she was so good at it? What did I say? Do you remember what I said? See this chat? She thinks all of us longtime subs are old and used up. No, I don't think that. No, I don't think that. It's just that it's hard for me to get new subs because I'm not playing something consistently anymore. So I don't have people who are like, oh, I'm gonna sub because she plays World of Tanks. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's very rare that I get new booties. So new booty is very exciting. Do 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 do. But how can they sell e-girl bathwater if they never set foot in a tub? I don't know. That's a good question. Besides pervert, what do you call people that pay for Amaranth or Catch Me Outside girl? Simps. This is what I'm saying. When your content is marketed as sexual, if you as a man are paying for that content, you're paying for porn. You're paying to get like it's just there's just no other way around it. It's just porn. That's what it is. Just like we pay money for Netflix or any other content we enjoy, with Twitch it is just more optional and personal since it's a person instead of a streaming service. Exactly. I'm just painting Warhammer and wanted some good background noise. Okay, sorry, my noise is not good background noise. I'm sorry I let you down. My bad. If you sub to a streamer, you're a supporter. If you sub to a streamer and her OnlyFans, you're a simp. Exactly. Honestly, I think that anybody who watches girls who like... anyone who watches girls who promote, you know, OnlyFans and do hot tubs and things like that, like, you're lost. You're lost. I don't get Amaranth. I don't find her attractive at all. She has like these two really great assets. They're very large. One is her personality, and the other is her red hair. So I would say that's probably why. I bought too many video games. I don't have extra funds for OnlyFans. I know you have like 900 games in your Steam thing. I mean, I sometimes watch Sweet Anita because she's good at spitting facts. Never understood the booby streamers. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, okay, the reason I'm bringing this up, the reason that this particularly came to mind is because I got called, okay, by some of the men in the World of Tanks community who saw me and literally just assumed that I'm like a porn star. Like I had one who said that my content is the same as watching porn. And I'm like, I'm doing exactly what you're doing. I'm sitting at my computer, clothed, playing the same video game that you're playing. The only difference is I am a woman and you are a man. How could you possibly compare my stream to porn? You fucking imbecile. And so this is why I get so aggravated about this, because there is a very big difference between me and any other girl who does just chatting, any other guy who does just chatting, and people who actively market pornography in their OnlyFans and their Fansly and their hot tub streams and blah, 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 blah. Like, there is a very big difference. I would say I'm more closely related to Asmongold and Hassan when I do, like, just chatting things than I am to any of the hot tub streamers. Like, the fact that this guy really compared my stream to porn is just so crazy to me. I remember your push-up bra days. Yeah, what can I say? I was really trying to fit in with the meta. Really trying to make it seem like I had titties. Asmongold's gotten quite political as of late. Yeah, he has. And I am very not aligned with Hassan. And in a lot of ways, I'm not aligned with Asmongold either. But I'm just saying that It annoys me when people automatically are like, if you watch a girl on this platform, you're a simp. Because there is no difference between what I am doing and what another guy is doing who is in just chatting. There's no difference whatsoever. I'm not using any of my womanly assets to somehow entice people. I wear my wedding ring on my freaking on my stream. It's not on my finger because my fingers are fat. I'm literally 33 weeks pregnant. Like there is no reason to say that I can't do what Asmongold does, or you know what I mean? Like call somebody a simp for watching my stream. No, I don't send people feet pics. do, 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 do. I don't either of you can run 200 meters. You doubt either of me? Either of who can run 200 meters? What? Who are you saying? Do, 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 do. Doubt? You and Asmon? Well, I mean, I'm 33 weeks pregnant, so I'm not running anywhere. I'm running to the fridge to get snacks. But when I was in good shape, I could do all types of things. Look at my, well, it's not pinned on my Twitter anymore, but I used to do backflips on stream. I have not ever been to Scotland. I would love to go to Scotland. I actually just finished watching season 7 of Outlander yesterday. She isn't running, she's waddling. Yes. I am definitely in the waddling stage. Yes. And she will be dropping soon. I don't know what is like the average week for the baby to drop. But she will be dropping soon. And then I will really be waddling. First time I saw you stream, I thought you were related to Kristen Kruick. I hear that 800 times a day. I know, I'm Kristen Kruick's freaking lookalike. Doesn't make any sense. I'm not Asian. Will Roy still be in school after you deliver? He will be. He'll be done with school in July. I really hope nobody clips you saying that you're closely related to Hassan. That can haunt you for life. Yeah, to be clear, I don't politically align myself with Hassan. And there are a lot of things that I disagree with Asmongold on. Like, he was... And it doesn't surprise me because I'm sure he's a degen porn addict. But he was very, like, pro the freaking women empowerment sexual content on Twitch thing. And obviously I was very anti that. So there are things that I don't align with either of them. But I'm just saying, if you're not going to call somebody a simp for watching Asmon, you can't call somebody a simp for watching my stream. Oh no, people comparing to the most beautiful famous people? It's just, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not Asian. I'm not Asian. No, Mr. J, I'm not talking about giving birth. I'm talking about when she drops. So there is a certain point in pregnancy where the baby drops into your pelvis, and that is usually an indicator that you're going to be, they're going to be coming out soon. But I don't know what the average week is for when the baby drops. Let's see. First-time pregnancies, babies typically drop into the pelvis, also known as lightening. This is called lightening or engagement, around 2 to 4 weeks before labor. From what I'm seeing, it says most babies will settle into their final position between 32 and 36 weeks gestation. When the baby's head moves down into the pelvis, the stage is known as engagement. And I am 33 weeks. I know she's head down, but I don't think she's like dropped into my pelvis yet. So she will be soon because I'm convinced she's coming out early. Also, my phone just pinged. I want to see what it said. Oh. Oh. It's just confirming my appointment. Yeah, so like this is what I look like. This is my baby. As you can see, I am large. She is large. I'm carrying a very large child in there. Actually, she's not that big. She should be about 4 pounds right now, so she still has quite a bit of ways to go. But yeah, I am carrying a little peanut. Carrying a peanut in here. Dropping me and she's about to skydive down there. I mean, well, I mean, we could use, I don't know, we could maybe describe that in a better way. It means her head actually drops into my pelvis, which is the position that she needs to be for me to ideally give birth vaginally. And last, as of last I, went to the doctor, she is head down. So hopefully she's still head down and she's ready to drop soon. I don't have the only woman who believed in. What was that? Piggy, do you want to lay in here? Want to come lay in here? Jake? No, you just gonna lay there? Okay. He's laying on the carpet outside of my room, waiting for his daddy to come home. Are you okay? Am I okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Why would you ask if I'm okay? I'm okay. I just heard something. It was my mom is doing the fire, but I didn't know what the sound was. And normally, if I hear something that I can't immediately identify, I think it's Jake doing something naughty. So I was double checking that the dog was not doing anything, but he's okay. He's just laying there. He's being a good boy. Um, but yeah, I'm getting dangerously close to the end here, you guys. I'm just hoping that she doesn't make her grand appearance too early. I need her to stay until May. So that so okay, Royce took him to the doctor. Took him to the vet yesterday. His one toe was really inflamed, and underneath his arms was really inflamed, and like we noticed he had been licking a lot and we couldn't get him to stop licking. But it wasn't like there was a puncture or anything. There wasn't he didn't break anything, it didn't seem like he broke any bones or anything. Like there was they basically were just like, we're gonna put him on an anti-inflammatory and put him on a steroid for the licking and stuff, and that should hopefully clear up the licking and whatever's causing the pain in his paw. So he's okay. He's on some medication now, and he'll be on medication for a couple of days, but he's all right. He pooped. He had some treats today. He's good. My mom is vacuuming. Can you hear it? Stay until May 4th? No, please not May 4th. Please not May 4th. If she comes out on May 4th, I'm gonna be so angry. Like, actually so mad. We still need to hit 1,000 subs so you guys get a birth vlog. If we don't hit 1,000 subs before I leave to give birth, I'm not doing a birth vlog. You guys will never know. You guys will never get to see the agony that I went through. I want to share a birthday with her. That would be so cool. That would be cool. That would be really cute, but just not the day after. May 3rd is fine. We can do May 3rd. I've accepted any day, really, in May. Just not May 4th. Any other day's fine. I'm the only woman who believed in me religiously. No, stop putting on these weird mixes. I want the Morgan Wallen album. What is the name of his new album? I guess if I just click on his thing. Is the album called I'm the Problem? Or is that... I got one song in the playlist. I'm confused. Confused here. Morgan Wallen new album. I'm the Problem. Okay. Oh, it hasn't come out yet. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's only a couple songs that have come out. Oh. Nobody could tell me that? Really? You guys just sat here and listened to me fucking struggle to figure it out? Nobody thought Patty didn't come out yet? Thanks, guys. Best. Thank you so much for your help. Woman who believed in me religiously. I don't listen to him, so I couldn't tell you. Oh, well, I figured there'd be at least some person, at least one person in here who listens to Morgan Wallen who could have told me. Hello, Mrs. Patty. Hello, Gamerly. How are you? How do you explain? Oh, I remember this. Royce plays this song all the time. Oh my gosh, do you think he's projecting? Do you think he likes the song, or do you think he's like trying to tell me that he thinks he's the problem and I'm toxic? It's gotta be that he just likes the song, right? He just likes the song. Surely. If it was a new rock or metal album, I could probably tell you. Yeah, I didn't like country for a really long time, and then I married someone from Tennessee. And when that happens, well, then you're like locked in. Now you have to like country, basically. He just feels so connected to the song. It's as if he wrote it himself. Yeah, maybe. I might have to ask him when he gets home. Why do you play this song all the time? Are you trying to tell me something? Country is great. Happy you've discovered it now. For us here, I feel like people only played country in the summertime at like Memorial Day parties and 4th of July parties, and it was a very, I don't know, specific time to listen to country. And now any time is a good time to listen to country. But I will say it does hit especially hard in the summertime when you're riding in the truck, windows down, listening to country music. It's a beautiful summer night. Like, that does hit. That does hit. Patty was bullied. No, nobody bullied me into marrying Royce. I married Royce because I wanted to marry Royce. I need stuff more upbeat for the most part. I listen to remixes and K-pop right now. Victim, didn't some K-pop girl just recently die? For the music or the K-pop girls? Yeah, he loves K-pop girls. I didn't care much for country until I ran into the Highwaymen and looked into all of them. I didn't really like country just because I thought it sounded like yeehaw. I'm like, yeehaw, my truck and my beer and my dog, and I'm like, oh, this is lame. But now now I like country. Although I don't like really, really hardcore country. I like the Morgan Wallen type country, which I think is more country pop than country. I don't know. The hardcore country is also good. Sometimes, like, some of it I like, and some of it is just a little bit too much for me. We've heard a lot of countries like that. Some songs are only okay if you can tune out the lyrics. They do sing a lot about their trucks and their dogs and their... There's a... Okay, what's the one country song? There's a really cute one about, like, it's like a dad singing it to his daughter. And it's a, you know, she's got like a pink ribbon or whatever, pink bow or... I don't remember, but that song, when I hear it, makes me sad because I'm like, oh my gosh, Royce could sing this to our little girl. And like one day she'll dance at her wedding with Royce. And I will cry so much. Oh my gosh. She's just a peanut. She's not even out yet. What am I getting emotional for? Oh gosh. Ow, ow. I can only tolerate the goat roping country music for a few songs before I need to listen to something else. Goat roping? Like, yeehaw! Is that My Little Girl or Butterfly Kisses? I Loved Her First. I don't know. I'd have to listen to them. If I heard it, I would know. Oh, 15. This song is from 15 years ago. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I don't even have to, that's so far away. We're probably all gonna be dead by then. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna get one kid out and then fucking World War III is gonna wipe us out. Who am I kidding? Sometimes I think about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, like, she's gonna get married in 20 something years and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, oh wait, we're all gonna be dead. Who am I kidding? Okay, I don't think it's that one. That one doesn't sound familiar. It's a new one because I hear it on... It must be relatively new because I hear it on like the country radio. Yeah, it's not this one either. Your Victim gave me like songs that are from years and years ago. Butterfly Kisses, is this a really old one? 15 years ago. No, there's definitely one that's newer. I hear it on the country radio station and it makes me sad. America's playing both sides, like Max will be fine in World War III. No, we're all gonna die. Here's what's actually gonna happen. Yellowstone's gonna erupt. And we're all gonna die. Has nothing to do with anything man-made. Yellowstone's going to erupt and it's gonna be GG's for us. The end. Come on, cowgirl. Oh my gosh, the comments are like, makes me miss my son. This is so sad. Is this it? I think this is it. This sounds familiar. This sounds more like it, but... Okay, this isn't the one. It has something to do with like there's a line about a tree. There's a line about a tree. The tree underneath you used to swing or something. There was a swinging. There was a bow. There was a tree. There was a swing. I wish Royce would know. He would know. If he was here right now and I was giving him this description, he would know. And he would know the song immediately. It's that song. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Do 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 do. Hi, Jamie. There's a new event that popped up in Yellowstone. Yeah, Yellowstone could kill us. Is this it? Okay, dirt cheap. Are we dirt cheap? Let's see. Is this it? Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, I love it. That's gonna be me. Well, not me, because I'm not the baby. But, like, he's gonna sing that song about her. My heart. That's it. That's the song. I can hear it? What do you mean you can't hear it? It's so cute. Jakey? Except he's not bearing Jakey. He's cremating Jakey and putting him in like a necklace or something because he's weird. I may listen to K-pop and remixes, but I do live in Texas. I do know what country music is. Oh man, that one makes me cry. Laura got deleted. I don't know what Laura said. I missed it. YR got it fast. There were 2 messages deleted, and I didn't see either of them because I was too busy sobbing at this song that one day Royce will dance with our daughter. I am projecting that. That probably won't happen, but I just think this song is so cute. Read it in your head. I definitely didn't. I didn't read it in my head. Hey, thank you so much for the sub. Let's go. Thank you. Welcome back. That's our 5th sub today. You guys, this is getting pretty bad. This is getting pretty bad. 5 subs a day is tough. Thank you very much for the resub. Zephyr, welcome back. Do. Also, I was not planning on playing Red Dead today. I didn't feel like playing Red Dead today. Sorry. So I was like, I'll just chat. I don't feel like playing a game today. Oh man, that song gets me. It's just so cute. Where his best buddy's buried? Where Kovu's buried? That was my best buddy. Alright, well, let's not make myself cry. And I can't help it. I have a lot of emotions these days. I have like a stupid amount of emotions these days. Blame the hormones. I can't turn off the feels. They just keep coming. It wasn't like this for most of it. And now all of a sudden I can't help it. I see things. I cried multiple times watching Outlander last night. I'm an emotional Emotional wreck. I'm just a hot mess. I'm saying if you read it in your head. Oh, I can't see it. They don't, cause you banned them, so I can't see the messages. Do 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 do. I like that song, Dirt Cheap. I'll have to put that on my list of country songs. That's why that other one sounded familiar, because it was the same guy. No, I do not have BTTV. Nope, I did not. I had it for like 2 years or something. But I don't have it anymore. Let's see what things we got going on today. Is there any tea that I have to share with you guys, or like things that I can rant about? Anything that has pissed me off recently? Okay, wait, pause. Can we talk about the fucking Signal group chat for one hot second? Because what in the world? Okay, here's the thing. I have learned to be very, very skeptical of like face value stories. How did this happen? How could this have possibly happened? How? Like, whatever semantics you want to use to describe if this was a war plan, a war strategy, attack plans, blah 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 blah, like whatever you want to use to describe this, at the end of the day, it was accurate information about bombs being dropped. And there was a reporter in there somehow from the Atlantic, which hates Trump. Like, I don't understand how this could have happened. No, it wasn't classified. I understand that. It wasn't like, whatever you want to call it, I just don't feel like it matters. At the end of the day, it's a group chat that person should not have been in. So how did he get in it? How did he end up there? And that is like, because this is the thing, I have learned to be very skeptical of what the face value story is. I'm like, was this intentional? Did they want him in there? Did somebody like sabotage them by adding him? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. How could this occur? I believe someone purposely put him in that group, and we will find out. I want to know. I want the truth. I want the truth. And all the people who were like, oh, he should have said, I don't think I'm supposed to be in this group, blah, 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 and like left the group. Get a grip. Get a grip. You think any reporter is gonna give up the scoop of the fucking decade, right? You think any reporter is gonna have the integrity to be like, oh, I shouldn't be in this group, let me leave? No shot. Not today. Not in today's world. Like, there's no way he would have been like, hey, I don't think I'm supposed to be in this group. Actually, I'm gonna see my way out. No, not a shot. But I can't wrap my brain around this simply being a mistake. This seems like a scandal. I can't wrap my brain around this being just accidentally put this guy in the group chat. Because it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't even understand how it's a scandal, because that is a reporter in a group chat with the Vice President of the United States. And a reporter! Like, that is a scandal. Yes, that is a scandal. If he actually believed what was being said was classified, he actually would have been breaking the law by recording, taking screenshots. Yeah, no, I agree. I acknowledge that it's not classified information, and like it was regardless of like even if it was a group chat that was like, yo, you guys want to go get lunch at fucking like, I know we're all about like make America healthy again, but do you guys want to go get lunch at McDonald's? Even if he was included in a group chat that was like that, I would still say, why the fuck is he in that group chat? Why is this reporter in this group chat? So like, it doesn't, regardless of what was said in the group chat, I am more concerned about the fact that he was in there. But but I'm so skeptical of the story because I don't believe that this is the story. Like, I feel like there has to be something else there. That's what I mean. If someone did it on purpose, it only makes sense if someone did it on purpose. And that's how I feel. I feel like it has to be somebody did this. Whether it was like a coordinated, hey, let's put this reporter in here and see like if they immediately, like if it was like a test, right? If it was a test to see if they would expose this information. Like, I feel like there's got to be something deeper here because I cannot accept this at face value. I just can't. I can't accept that this was just a blunder. Hi, Brando. Oh, now I think I should leave your chat. I don't know why you're taking it as like a, I don't know. I'm simply saying that I just don't believe this story. Do you want to react to something? I'll post it in Discord. Sure. Yeah, give me some react content. Nobody accidentally adds the phone number of a hostile journalist whose contact info isn't even in their phone. That's what I'm saying. This could not have been just like a mistake. Like, this feels like some type of conspiracy, like some type of scandal, coordinated sabotage. Pete, how can you say that it is you're just accepting at face value that the top officials in our country just accidentally included a reporter in the group chat with, it's not classified, but I would argue that it's sensitive information. That's sensitive information. If I was in a group chat with someone and they were like, yo, okay, so listen, I'm thinking we should do this bombing now rather than later. Like, if I was in a group chat that said that, I'd be like, what is this? How did I get here? When the government shows you one thing, you should be checking to see what else is going on. The real question is, what are we not hearing about since everyone is distracted by this? Every Democratic representative is fully focused on this, so what are we missing? Exactly. Did you like your new GIF? Did you make it? Who made that? Who made that? And also, I tried to look it up to use it, and I when I looked up PCPatty, it didn't come up. So what do you have to type in to find that? Is that in Discord, or did somebody just make that? What GIF? Share. Here, let's see. Where is that? Copy. No, not copy link. I just want, yeah, I copy text. Okay, let's see if that worked. PC Rage? That one, it's in the, what's it called? Who did that? Who made that of me? Toxic. Hi, JB. I'm not saying it's an accident. I'm saying it's normal course of action that got uncovered and now it's being politicized because I know that their reporters aren't supposed to be there. Obviously, he was there. That's a fact that we know. It's being politicized, rightly so, because there should not be a reporter in a group chat talking about sensitive information. No. Listen, if you can't acknowledge that this was crazy and there's something deeper happening here, then you're too far into the I support Trump matrix. Listen, at a certain point you've got to acknowledge that this is there's something happening here. That's not your decision to make. Well, I'm allowed to have an opinion, bro. What decision am I making? I'm not making a decision. I'm just saying that I have an opinion on it. What decision am I making? Okay, also, Emmys shared... Where did he share it? Where did Emmys share this to me? In, secret channel. Oh my. Whoa. Inside China's torture camps for teens? Oh dear. Am I allowed to react to this? I mean, I suppose it's on YouTube. Oh, Jakey's crying. Hold on. Why is Jakey crying? What time is it? Jakey, what's the matter? What are you doing? Why are you crying up there? Jakey, come here. Come on, come downstairs. Come here. Go in here, buddy. Go in my room. Come on. Don't cry. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Everybody's always so concerned about you, big boy. They say, how's his paw? How's his big floppy ears? Right? Everyone's so concerned about you, big boy. Here. Go ahead, lay down. Not on my carpet. Lay on your bed. 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 Thank you. Oh boy. Don't cry. He'll be home soon. When you say he shouldn't be there, that's not your call, is what I'm saying. No, he objectively shouldn't be there. Objectively, he should not be in that group chat. Unless, of course, it was intentional. And there is a reason. But that's not the story that we are being sold right now. Which is why I'm talking about this, because I don't believe that simply this guy happened to be in the group chat by accident. There's just no way. There's just no way that this was like a... No. There is no world in which a very biased reporter should be in a group chat with sensitive government information with the top government officials in the United States. There is no world in which they should be in the same group chat. How could you even possibly justify that? How could you possibly justify that? Do. Oh, is that why he was crying? He must have heard you come pull in or something. Well, that's probably why he was crying. I did not know Royce was here. If I accidentally added Patty to a group chat instead of Royce, that is a mistake that could happen. But accidentally adding some biased reporter whose contact info I don't have instead of Royce is impossible. Yes. Okay, you're speaking from a biased perspective, and you can't see that maybe he was supposed to be there. And now when everybody's in an uproar about it, it becomes politicized. You can't see that? Okay, the government officials themselves have they have not said, like, oh, yeah, that's our bad. He wasn't supposed to be in that group chat. All they've said is it wasn't classified. Well, it's not classified information, so it's fine. Like, everyone's acting like it was classified and it wasn't classified. I'm like, you're not addressing the elephant in the room. Why? Why was he in the group chat to begin with? Who cares what the context of the fucking chat was? I want to know why he was included. Hi, Agwalk. What are we talking about? Get me up to speed. So there was a group chat with, let's see. No, I wonder if I could just... There you go. Oh, wait, is this one of those, like, you have to become a subscriber to read this fucking... Yeah, it is. You have to pay. You have to pay to read the story. I hate this shit. This is why there's no point in going anywhere except for fucking Twitter. Because everyone's like, if you want to read this story, you gotta pay for it. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for your stupid fucking website. I'd rather just find it on Twitter. Boo-doo-boo-boo. Here we go. Here are the text messages. I wonder where... I'm trying to find the original, like... Yeah, I'm just trying to find the original, like, the original story, I guess. Hi, Bolo. Bolo, you were not here on Monday when I needed your help. My poor puppy was in lots of pain and limping. And I kept saying, Bolo, Bolo, are you here? Bolo, help me. My doggo needs help. And you were not here, Bolo. It made me very sad. Very sadgers indeed. Okay, so anyway, the bottom line here is that regardless of what we are being told, I don't trust anything. I don't trust any of this. I don't trust any of this. I think it's absolutely so bizarre that this guy was in this group chat. And I don't think that it could possibly be an accident. Like, I think that there's something we're missing here. That I just don't know what it is. How's the pup now? Good. Royce took him to the vet. He took him to the vet yesterday, and he's on, I don't know if it's an antibiotic or an anti-inflammatory. I forget what Royce said, and he's also on a steroid. He's got, like, he's been having really, really bad reactions underneath his arms, and his paw was swollen and inflamed, and he was limping on Monday, but he's on medication, so he's definitely feeling better today. I don't believe that he belongs there. I'm saying he was there. That's the fact that he was there. I don't know if they wanted him there, but I can't imagine they made a mistake. Okay, let's just break this down sentence by sentence. Yes, he was there. I acknowledge that he was there. Cool, we agree. Okay. I don't know if they wanted him there, but I can't imagine they made a mistake. That's exactly what I'm questioning. That's exactly what I'm saying is I don't think that the whole story is what we're hearing right now. I think that there's more to this. It's clear that he was there for what reason we don't know. They likely know. We might not ever know. The fact that it's just a politicized issue now just makes it harder for everyone to understand because everybody wants to point the finger at someone else. I'm not doing that. What do you mean the fact that it's a politicized issue? This is politics. Like, this is inherently politics. This is a group of political people who had a reporter who has a political bias. What do you mean, politicized? Of course it's politicized. At the core of it is politics. What do you mean that it's being politicized? Of course it's being politicized. It's politics. How can you not politicize that? It's a smart thing to not trust anything, question everything. My favorite question is why. Yeah, I am questioning. Don't politicize a political scandal. You're way out of line. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Of course it's politicized. It's politics. that doesn't make any sense. So Agwalk, basically there was a group chat where there was sensitive information shared about imminent attacks on the Houthis from the United States. And somehow, some way, there was a journalist who got included in that group chat and then went and publicized the screenshots from that group chat. And now everyone is asking, how did this possibly happen? How is this the story? Why was this person in the group chat? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. And so we're all just like, what happened here? Can we get the information? Can somebody tell us what went down? We don't do politics here, do we? Oh, I do politics. I love it. I think it's so fun. But hi, Agwalk. How are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling today? I thought it wasn't sensitive information. Okay, it's not classified information, which is what like Pete Hegseth is saying and what Caroline Levitt said. It's like, this is not classified information. These are not war strategies or whatever. And I'm like, regardless, again, my question would still be, how did this happen? Even if the group chat was fucking, hey, you guys, you want to go get McDonald's? And he came and took screenshots of that and put that on the Atlantic. My question would remain the same. Why is a journalist who hates this administration, who hates this president, included in a group chat with our top political officials? That remains my question. I don't really care what the context was. Whether it was classified, not classified, war strategies, war tactics, whatever. I want to know why he was in the group chat. Okay. What does World of Warcraft have to do with it? In China, there's a special place for kids with behavioral problems, each with their own ever more cruel practices to force teenagers into obedience. What does World of Warcraft have to do with it? This is long. I will watch this. I don't want to watch it on stream. I will watch it. Snines has to see it too. What does it have to do with World of Warcraft? Amaze. I will have to watch this. We'll have to share it with Snines and his dragons. My mouth is sore. I had dental work done last 2 weeks, and now some of my teeth are super sensitive. My teeth are sensitive as well because I have some type of sinus infection going on, which is always an indication to me that that a sinus infection or ear infection or something is coming, is when my teeth start to hurt. Yeah, okay, wait, this is a good one. You could also say that if they would have published the size of someone's penis, not classified per se, but you might not want that information made public. Exactly! Exactly! Imagine they've got a group chat and it's like, yo, have y'all seen Donald's penis? It's 8 inches. Crazy. Like, even if that was the fucking screenshot, I would say, what? Why are we seeing this? How is this on the front cover of the Atlantic right now? It's 12 inches, and you do want it public? Pause. Agwalk, thank you so much for the 10 biddies. Thank you, Agwalk. Thank you. Appreciate it. How long until the egg is due? The egg. Well, she's a little bit more than an egg now. She's egg and sperm came together, made a baby. So, you know, she's a little bit more than just the egg now. But I'm doing 7 weeks. I am 33 weeks pregnant, which means I am officially in my 8th month of pregnancy. I am in the final stretch. Yeah, close. I have a very large baby bump and a 4-pound baby in here. A 4-pound little girl. Less than 2 months. It's insane. PK, it's insane. Can you believe it? For those of you guys who don't know, PK's wife is also pregnant, and we are due 3 days apart from each other. So his timeline is very close to my timeline. So we have been hitting all of our milestones just a couple of days apart from each other. So also, okay, we have had 5 subs today, you guys. I'll make you a deal. If we can get above 800 subs, we'll get a Royce cameo. Yeah? We'll bring Royce and Jake back in here. We'll get a Royce cameo. Can we just get above 800 subs?
I'm literally typing to you, you stupid sick son of a bitch.
Not bits, Dark Soul. Bits are good. We're good on the bits goal. Thank you very much for that. Let's do subs instead. May the 4th will be here before you know it. I need you guys, please, to pray that she's not born on May 4th. Honestly, if you are somebody who prays, please pray to the Lord that her birthday is not May 4th, because of my poor child. Thank you so much for the 10 subbies! General Terrible Terry? Thank you! Thank you so much for the 10 subs! What are we at? That goal is not actually technically up there. Or is not right up there. The number is 797. We need 4 more subbies. 4 more. Donald Trump's big meat. Right? Even if the group chat was like, yo, have y'all seen the Don's Dangler? Hey, yo, have y'all seen the Don's Dangler? I still wouldn't want that to be posted. You know what I mean? You're not a Star Wars fan? No, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I don't want her to have anything to do with Star Wars. I want her to have a birthday that is completely unique. She doesn't have to associate it with Star Wars. So no, please, not May the 4th. Please. Please. Child, if you're listening to me right now, please do not come out on May 4th. If you come out on May 4th, I will disown you. I will trade you with PK's baby. Okay? So don't do it. Hey! General Terrible Terry, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Big Junk Trump. Okay, why are we gifting subs to Donald Trump's hypothetical penis now? That makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. They also make a point on maintaining a deterrence that Biden created, not really something that you would really want to say. Yeah, no, I mean, these were not, it's definitely being it's not classified information, but it's still not things that you would want out there. Fast and Furious 6, May 24th, 2013. Fast 10, May 19th, 2023. Are you just trying to ruin every day in May for me? JP, what the fuck? AOC's last brain cell. Thank you, anonymous gifter. General Terrible Terry, thank you so much for the gifted subbies. Thank you. And whoever the anonymous gifter is who is gifting funny subs, thank you very much for the funny subs as well. But yeah, could you guys please stop ruining all the days in May? I actually would really like for her birthday to be May 5th. So let's not ruin that for me. I want her birthday to be May 5th or May 15th or May 25th. So that's what I want. I don't really want May 25th. Like, no, wait, okay, let me reword that. May 25th is ideal, but I don't want, fuck, May 5th is Cinco de Mayo. I don't want her to share her birthday with Cinco de Mayo either. Then she's never gonna get her own birthday. It's always gonna be like, Cinco de Mayo! Easy, May 24th is a good day. Thomas, I know that's your birthday. I'm never gonna forget that's your birthday. Every time we talk about her birthday, you're like, I don't know, May 24th sounds pretty good. And I'm like, if I am still pregnant on May 24th, kill me. Agwalk, thank you for the one gifted to Lil Simsy. I love playing The Sims. I hate how woke The Sims is. And Lil Simsy said some fucked up shit, and so I do not support Lil Simsy. But thank you for gifting her a sub. I support you and your gifted sub. Thank you. May 5th is Karl Marx's birthday. Stop. Is it really? Is there a day in May that doesn't suck? Okay, tell me about May 10th. Tell me about May 10th. Does May 10th look like a shitty day? Let's look up May 10th. What is May 10th? Here, okay, let's check it out. May 10th. May 10th. Okay, May 3rd is good, but May 3rd is a good day, Mike. It's your birthday. I love that it's your birthday. However, I want her birthday to be an even number. So, like, I like May 10th. Is that her husband, Agwalk? I think that's her husband, right? I know her husband's name is Dan. Thank you very much for another gifted, Agwalk. May 10th. Anything happen on May 10th? National Washington Day, National Clean Up Your Room Day, National Shrimp Day. TJ. Oh my gosh, if her birthday was May 10th and her freaking birthday was National Shrimp Day, I would low-key just name her TJ, just as like a personal fuck you to TJ. Mother's Day in Mexico. Okay. National Lipid Day. Lipids are important. Lipids are important. Okay, May 10th looks good, you guys. May 10th looks good. Okay, who gifted to the Dan Dangler? Who is gifting anonymously right now to these silly people? Who is doing this? Also, I don't want to be pregnant until May 28th. I don't want to be pregnant until May 24th. I don't want to be pregnant until May 25th. I am due May 14th. I would like her to come out before or that day. I've been pregnant for much too long. I am at the point where I am a fucking hippo. Okay? You guys see me waddle like I'm a damn penguin. What did Lil Simsy say? Okay, so let me find her Twitter and show you. Hopefully she didn't delete it. I actually took a screenshot of it, but when I went through my... Okay, her... Let's see. Oh, perfect. Great. So she's not active on Twitter anymore, so it's like the first two. So this really irked me because I thought this was really hypocritical behavior. The day of the election, she reposted her own tweet that said, "Fuck Donald Trump." And then a couple days later said, "If you engage in hateful behavior, you have never been and never will be welcome in my community. Do not threaten or attack others, especially not on my behalf. There is never an excuse to treat other people badly, and if you've ever posted something like that, you should be ashamed." Literally, the post before that is "Fuck Donald Trump." More than half the country voted for Donald Trump. I voted for Donald Trump. My family voted for Donald Trump. You are basically saying fuck everybody who voted for Donald Trump because this was the day of the election. And then you have the nerve to say the next fucking tweet that you put out, if you engage in hateful behavior, you have never been, never will be welcome in my community. Well, you literally just alienated half of the country with your fucking tweet. So if anyone's being hateful and nasty, I think it's you. So that shit really pissed me off. And once I saw that, I was like, yeah, done with her. Done with watching any of her videos. No interest. It's not hateful when we do it. Yup, not hateful. Not hateful when the other side does it. Also, thank you guys so much for getting us above 800 subs. Let me tell Royce and Jakey to come inside. Well, come inside my room. Suspicious. Weird. That's weird. That's suspicious. Hey, Royce. Yeah, that was bad. That was poor phrasing. I will agree. That was a poor choice of words. Royce already did that. Hence the pregnancy. Yep. Thank you, Smurf. Right on the nose. Good one. Good spot in Smurf. If she's born on May 5th, will you name her Carla Marks? No. I will not. I will not. Royce, you have to come say hi to everybody. You gotta come give a cameo. Jake is outside? Okay. Did you pick a name for the human egg? Yes. We picked a name a long time ago, and I told everybody in here if we got back up to 1,000 subs, we would tell you the name. And yet, that is not an enticing enough offer? Here we are, still at 800 subs. Penis board. Agwalk, are you the one gifting naughty subs? Agwalk, is it you? Did you just forget to anonymize? Human egg? I mean, technically she started as an egg. But once Royce's sperm joined, now she's more than an egg. I'm in the baby name group chat. Can I leak the name? As long as you agree not to politicize it. Okay? We're not going to get into a political debate about my baby's name. No, definitely not me. I only gifted the one. Okay, fair enough. I don't know who's gifting the naughty names. Please leak the name. I will if we get 1,000 subs. Listen, if everyone did like 1 sub, we could get there. And then I will tell you her name. And we'll do it in like a really cute way. It'll be a really cute surprise. Why don't you guys want to know? I can't, Sag. Bullshit, JP. Bullshit, JP. Broke, sorry. I can't, Sag. It's Donna Trump. I mean, low-key. Low-key. I mean, if it was a boy, we may have gone with Donald for the Don Man. Why pay for something that we get for free in a month? Who says I'm going to tell you? Who says I'm going to tell you? Actually, I'm going to tell the tier 3s. So, I'll definitely tell the tier 3s in Discord. So, Mike, you would find out. But the name is Leek. Yes. Maybe we want the surprise when she arrives. How about no, you crazy Dutch bastards? It's funny because Mike is actually Dutch. For the record, that's a quote from Austin Powers before anyone fucking reports me. It's a quote from Austin Powers. Mike, watch Austin Powers. Who is gifting these subs? Lick Astley? Who is doing this? It's gotta be Dark Soul. Dark Soul's drunk. Maybe it's him. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Who else? Mike, you gonna let her come at you like that? Streamer bands prepare the tweet. It's a quote. It's a quote from Austin Powers. You want to see it? I'll show you the freaking clip. How about no? This is the clip. I love Austin Powers. Oh my gosh, those movies are so good. How about no? Yeah, see, it's a quote. I didn't say anything. I'm mean or racist or whatever. Whatever stupid thing you're gonna say, okay? Are those sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their freaking heads? Yeah. Ugh, good ones. Good ones. Good ones, good ones, good ones. Good quotes from those movies. And my threat in chat was also a quote, and I still got permabanned. I'm offended. Deal with it. Your threat in chat was not a quote. That's definitely not true, Mikey. That's definitely not true. Didn't you tell somebody you were gonna punch them or something? It was prove me wrong. Okay, find a movie where they say exactly what you said that got you banned, and then I'll believe you. Okay, prove you right. Sounded like a quote to me. I don't think it did though. Hey Smurf, yo, listen, Smurf, hold up. Got some information for you. Tornado season. Looking pretty tough this year. Looking like pretty tough. Just a warning. I don't know where exactly you are in Louisiana. Like if you're at the top or the bottom. But Brown Gotti. Isn't that a Madden person? What the? Who is gifting anonymous subs right now? And why did you gift one to Brown? What a random gifted. Smurf will be alright. What's he gonna do? Shoot the tornadoes, JP? That's what Snides always says. He's like, I'm just gonna shoot the tornado. And I'm like, Snides, just Morgan Wallen. Royce, we're still waiting for your cameo. There's no way Jake is still outside, pal. Captain Gamer Jacob? That person hasn't... Why? This is... Who is doing this? Anonymous gifter. The tornadoes will avoid him. We really don't get tornadoes unless it's in the middle of a hurricane, and then I have another issue to deal with. Yeah, but let me show you the projected 2025 season here. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Louisiana is in the 2025 projection for more severe weather this year. Pause. Yeah, I mean, look at this. The old bone? What are we doing right now? What are you guys doing? Jasmine Crockett. Oh my gosh. Jasmine fucking Crockett. Why? She has taken the crown from AOC as the most insufferable woman in Congress. She is so bad. So bad. Called Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels. And then tried to like backtrack and say that Just so bad. You didn't say Congress. I was gonna say I thought that was you, just the most insufferable woman. JP, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna shit in your pillowcase, just so you know. No, I'm gonna give birth in your bed, JP, actually. Jason, what are these gifteds? What is happening? I'm sorry. I'm looking for the 2025 projection here. I'm just having a hard time finding it. I'm having a hard time finding it right now. I'm the only woman who believed in me religiously. T-Pain! T-Pain actually streams on Twitch though, right? I think T-Pain actually does stream. I think T-Pain actually has a beautiful singing voice, if I'm not mistaken. Drive to JP's house, that's a good one. Okay, well actually, Brendo, as of 2 days ago, my car is officially 3 years old, which means she is in the perfect... She's not too old, she's not too new, she's ready to make a drive. So, on my way to JP's house to give birth in his bed. And JP's gonna be my nurse who like pulls the sheets out when I poop. Right? Terry Crews. Why? Who is this? Why are you anonymous gifter? Why are you just gifting random, like completely random subs to completely random people? Wasn't Terry Crews like addicted to pornography or something? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Sub goals, poop in a pillowcase and distribute after birth. The new meta. Who wants my placenta? Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, give me the screenshot. Okay, yeah, here we go, okay. Yes. So this year, the projection, Smurf, is that... Oh, I guess, was this last year? There were 92 tornadoes in Louisiana last year. Fun fact. Give me the screenshot, bro. Give me, like, the increase. Okay, 2025 tornado estimates. I can't tell. I don't have the sound on, so I'm having a hard time finding this. All right, bottom line here, everyone in the South, just prepare yourselves for a very active tornado season, okay? More touchdowns than the Saints. That was a low blow. Brando. That was not very nice. That was not a very nice thing to say. Why did you come after him like that? What? Okay, Mike, thank you for gifting us up to Steve Harvey. Mike Shinoda? That's like, remember the name? Like Linkin Park, fucking, like what? Emily CC, subathon person. Who is Rochella? I have no idea who that is. Who is that? Who's Rochella? Who are you gifting subs to? Junkyard? Okay, this has to be you, Agwalk, because Junkyard is somebody that Kit plays with. Rochelle is a sim streamer. This gotta be Agwalk. Cheebs, I think, isn't Cheebs another? No, I don't know who this is. I have no idea. All Democrats! Honestly, you would be hard-pressed to find, openly, like, conservative or Republican streamers on here. I think you might, if you know that someone is like a closeted conservative, that's one thing. But I don't think there are very many like openly, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe you guys know more than I do. But to me, I feel like I never stumble upon a stream and sense that they are conservative or Republican. Nick Merckx, but that's like a big one. That's a big one. You don't just like stumble upon that person. I know I can think of one who is closeted. Hey, there he is.
Hello.
About time.
Hello.
Hi. How was work?
Great.
You wanna sit down?
No.
No? You don't want to sit on the floor?
No. Okay.
Well, you can sit in my chair.
Down. I've been sitting down all day.
How was work?
Good. Great.
Yeah, busy?
Yes.
Yeah, how's big boy?
Good.
Yeah? You want to say hi to the chat?
Hello, chat. How are you guys? Can Royce pull his shorts down for me?
Why, JP?
Hey, Smurf.
Is it upsetting you?
I wore the shirt yesterday. My new shirt.
I've been trying to get him to not, like, throw his clothes into the laundry when he wears them one time. Because we have a lot of laundry that I constantly have to do because of that. So.
Because in my mind, when I wear it, it's dirty.
Yeah, but if it doesn't stink, it's not dirty. No, I'm not upset. I want them off. Oh, he wants you to take your pants off.
Oh, sure. I'm down.
All right, JP, gift a sub, bitch.
No, because then I have to do it on stream.
No, he can't. He can't. He already told me he can't. He can't. It's out of his ability right now. Just, it's double XP weekend on COD this weekend, so we're claiming him. Can I think about that for a second? Okay, what do we have going on this weekend? I don't think we have anything going on this weekend. Do you have work on Saturday?
Yes.
You don't have work on Friday, though.
No. My truck's getting worked on Friday, though.
Can you level up some guns this weekend, Patricia? No.
Can you play the game, Patricia?
Dude, this is Agwalk. See, Agwalk, now I know it's you. Now I know.
Can you play the actual game? You don't even play.
Okay, to be fair, sweetheart, answer honestly. When was the last time you saw me, like, sit down and play anything?
I mean, yeah, I don't know, but...
Because I just don't like sitting at my computer anymore, because I'm just so uncomfortable.
But you're not a real grinder, though.
I'm pregnant!
Okay, I am too.
Yeah, I was gonna hit you. So good.
Ow, with my toe.
Sorry,
I broke my freaking toe.
Sorry. Thank you, anonymous gifter, for another sub. She grinded for that baby. Yeah, I agree with Royce. Wear it once, it's dirty.
Thank you, Thomas.
But like,
yes, that's my mindset. Is when I wear something, like if I were to take this off, it'd be dirty.
Not if it doesn't stink.
But that's
stinks,
that's the wrong approach.
If it stinks, then you need to wash it. But if it doesn't stink, why do you need to wash it? Like, what about it is dirty?
So what, do you want to smell like dirty ball sweat?
No, that's what I'm saying. If it doesn't stink, why are you washing it? Like, obviously, I wash my underwear after one wear. Because that's different. You've got juices. Well, maybe you don't have juices, but I have juices. Okay, it's called discharge, and it's a natural woman thing, okay? Shut up.
One happy drunk. We're taking shots, right? Right now?
Okay, it's called discharge, and it's a thing.
Tell us more, he says. Sure, buddy. 2 shots of vodka for you, pal.
Okay, so obviously, like...
Yeah, you can flip it inside out and wear it again. JP's right.
So obviously we wash our underwear, but, like, a t-shirt that you wear for, like, a couple of hours is not dirty. I wear the same bedtime t-shirts for a couple days in a row before I wash them. Who is gifting all these subs? Agwak, it's you! It's definitely you because you're gifting to a bunch of kit people. If I shower and put a shirt on and sleep in it, then I'll wear it again. Yeah, see? That's like, that's reasonable.
But you sweat while you sleep.
But like, okay, if you take it off and it doesn't stink, it's fine.
Well, if Thomas says I'm right, then I'm right. Because Thomas, he's got blue suede shoes. He's got a dapper suit.
Look at this, look at the dog's face. It's not dirty enough to wash, but not clean enough to put back with other clean clothes. Exactly, so you just fold it up and like put it on your bed and then wear it when you get home again. That's what I do.
When I took Jake to the vet yesterday, the doctor was like, or the guy was like, man, he must really be protective of you. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, wow, it seems like he lets you do anything to him. And I was like, yeah, he does. He lets me literally do anything to him.
Well, I mean, to an extent. To an extent. He gets nasty sometimes if you really get up in his business.
No, that's
even with you.
If he's stressed and he knows we're leaving, then yes, yeah, he will.
He's not a He's not a beagle. And you know what he is? You know what he is right now? Not supposed to be on my carpet. Jake, off my carpet. He's a basset hound. Big old nasty hound dog. Roy said the other day we were watching a commercial.
Don't come in here
we were watching a commercial, and Roy said the other day, he goes, "Oh, that's a grown-up Jake." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
It was a bloodhound.
It was a bloodhound, and I'm like, "What do you mean grown-up?" I did know that. I'm like, "What do you mean grown-up?" Jake is a grown-up. He's not like a baby dog.
No, he is. He's still a baby.
No, he's not a baby.
He's my baby boy.
He's not a baby, except the fact that he's not a baby anymore. He's an elder dog. Accept it. I had to accept it about Kovu and about Chloe.
That's right, Thomas.
A final evolution.
I'm selective hearing right now. I'm not listening to her.
I'm in the barn right now putting rims and tires on my truck. Do you have barn cats? I want a barn cat.
You have a tire machine, Thomas?
You're an elder too? I'm not an elder. I'm 27. I am in my prime. Not really. Meh. All I'm saying is he's not a puppy.
All right, conversation's dropped. We're not talking about him.
He can't talk about it. He can't talk about him like this.
When that day comes, But we're not talking about it right now.
Can we have a Royce cameo every stream? Royce cameos are always on the menu if we hit 50 subs.
Am I a piece of meat?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. You are a piece of meat.
Come on.
Royce cameos are always on the menu. We just have to hit 50 subs, and it's very rare these days that we hit 50 subs. So, you're all toddlers as far as I'm concerned. How old are you? I wonder who the oldest one in here is right now. Normally it's Will, but Will hasn't been here recently. I'm 27. Royce is 29.
Okay, dude, I can't answer for myself.
Well, I'm just saying.
Way to just air out my dirty laundry, even though it's clean. Come on.
Yes, he is. Agwak, do you have a thing for my husband?
It's okay if you do. The people I work with do too. It's fine.
I told him the other day that I had that.
We all do, sure.
Yeah, but it's fine because you guys are guys.
You can't even see my knees. How are they sexy? Someone told me I had ugly elbows. Is that true? How do you judge someone off their elbows? Do I have ugly elbows?
I don't know. They look pretty like regular to me. Dude, you have ugly. Can you show them your toes?
Hell no. Okay. Why are you throwing me out to the wolves? I've done nothing, dude. They don't need to know about my toes.
I'm not, but they're just like the most.
No, they are. I agree with you.
Are you wearing? You're wearing socks right now.
I wear socks.
I saw them this morning when he got out of the shower because I have to pee, and so like I'm not gonna wait for him to get out of the shower. I will just go in there and pee. Right? And I saw him get out of the shower today, and all I could look at was his fucking toes. They are the most. I'm so sorry. They are the most vile things you've ever seen in your life.
Here we fucking go, dude. I come in here to say hi, and I just get instantly just annihilated. It's like bend me over and shove your Lion King cup up my ass. Just do it. At this point, just do it.
I'm just saying, but it's because of like the military. There was like some what was it?
Dude,
like
my boots just like it ruined my feet. Like I had so much saturation in my boots, like it just literally turned my toenails inside out. It is awful. It is disgusting. My confidence when I look at my toes, when I have socks on, my confidence is through the roof. When I take my socks off, dude, you might as well just kill me.
Well, that's like a little far. We're not gonna kill you because you have nasty toes, but they are nasty. They really are.
Dude, oh my god, bro. Dude, what? Dude, you guys, I can wear what I want. It's clean, right? It's clean on me. What's up, Smurf?
And yes, he was in the military. He was in the Coast Guard.
What's up, Smurf? I'll answer your question. As long as it doesn't pertain to the stupid Napa shirt. I'm gonna burn it. Oh my gosh. I took it off because I did the dishes, and I set it on the thing. Ask Trish, I always put it there.
That's true, he does.
I don't like getting my ring. Something about my ring in the water underneath it. And fuck you, Smurf. Fuck you, Smurf.
Why are you saying that?
Because where's your ring?
My ring's on my necklace, sweetheart, because my fingers are fat.
Mine are too. I'm pregnant. Shocker.
You're like, I hate when you do that. You're not pregnant, and like, it's 2025, and there will be people in here who have rot brains who are like, well, if he wants to identify as pregnant, he can identify as pregnant, and it just doesn't work that way, because I have suffered through 8 months of pregnancy, and you have not.
Thank you. Thank you for your support. Blame me for your loss. Blame me for that loss.
I thought you were coming over to lick me. Like, why are you getting so close to me? Did you read my messages? Agwalk thinks that you're handsome. It's what she wants me to tell you.
Thank you, Agwalk. I appreciate you.
She said, I will admit you picked a handsome man.
Thank you, Agwalk. I appreciate you.
Agwalk, you better watch yourself.
If you don't wear your wedding ring doesn't mean you're single until you put it up. That's true.
No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that.
I'm married to the dog.
Why is he crying?
He needs to go potty. He's on his prednisone. He's on his stuff right now.
I know, but he wasn't crying all day. And
he didn't take it today.
I gave him...
He didn't take it this morning. It's at once every day. I gave it to him at 6 last night, so I gave it to him so you didn't have to let him out.
Okay, that's not how that works. If you gave it to him at 6, it lasts like 24 hours.
Yeah, but it wears off. It's not gonna be a constant.
Bolo, are you still here, Bolo?
Dude, I'm a vet, dude. I know what
You're
I'm talking about.
You're not a vet.
I am a vet. Just not with dogs.
Where's Bolo? Because I would like you to settle this, because I think that that's crazy. That's like me saying, okay, I take my medicine that I'm supposed to take once a day. Like, I take Claritin every morning.
Claire?
Claritin. The allergy medication, because I'm allergic to my cat.
Claire, I see. Come on.
Claire. Claire. I was actually saying at the beginning of stream that it's a shame because I really like the name Claire.
Okay, you still like the name Claire.
No, because now I'm always going to think of your hooker.
Dude, what? We have done nothing. She's just a good friend of mine.
She is a hoe.
Why do you have a cat if you're allergic? What,
I didn't know I was allergic until a couple years ago. I took before I got my sinus surgery. You mean Clara 10?
Oh, yes, correct. Score. He had to pin that so you saw it, but Brandon, that is worthy of a pin.
He didn't pin it. Mike pinned it.
Oh, worthy of a pin for sure. All right, chat. I'm gonna go because I gotta let Jake out again. He's gonna go. I love you guys.
Everyone say bye.
I love you guys. I love all of you. All right? You guys have a great night. Come on, fat boy.
Hey, can you push his bed back underneath the thing? Clear. I found out I was allergic before my sinus surgery, and I've had a cat my entire life. And I wasn't going to get rid of my cat. You know what I mean? So it was GG's. I'm only out of like they give you a rating scale, 1 to 5. I'm only a 1 out of the 1 to 5 on the allergic to cat scale. So it's a mild allergy, but it's, I remember when I got that back and I was talking to the woman, I was like, so I'm allergic to cats, and she goes, yeah, but like it shouldn't be a problem as long as you're not like touching your face or kissing the cat, and the cat's not like sleeping next to your face. And I'm like, oh, well, I do all of that all of the time. My face is constantly buried in Kovu's hair. Literally, he backs his asshole into my face at nighttime. I'm like, yeah, no, that happens a lot. So she's like, oh, well then, yeah, that's probably been contributing to your sinus issues for a long time. And I'm like, good to know. Royce, I'm out. He went to go take care of the doggo. Doggo was squeaking back there, so stream's over, Royce is gone. You know, what am I, chopped liver? You guys you're not just like happy to see me? It's Royce or it's nothing? Hurts. Hurts my feelings. I can do. You're beautiful and the best. Thank you, Agwalk. I'm glad that you think that we're both beautiful. Thank you. Damn, chat, she figured out that we only watch her to get to Royce. PK, you want to know something so funny? Okay, this is actually really cringe, too. I, out of curiosity, I wanted to see if my Discord messages with Royce were still there from like 5 years ago. And they are. You can go all the way back. And I found our first fight. Which was over Discord. Which was so cringe to read. Oh my gosh, I kept calling him in here. He's like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at it. Nope, I don't want to see it. I'm like, no, you have to read this. It's so cringe. But I went so far back, I found a screenshot from 5 years ago that literally said, my chat is only in here for Royce. And I'm like, that hasn't changed. Why has that not changed? That was a screenshot from 5 years ago. I'm like, what? How? It's bizarre. Reading old fights is so cringe. Always embarrassing to read. It was really cringe. And he's like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to read this. I'm like, no, you have to. You have to read this. Can you believe this was 5 years ago? It's bizarre. Bizarre to think how much changed. Respectfully, if you back then thought I would watch StarCraft and Overwatch just for you, I'm sorry to disappoint. Back then I deadass was there for Royce. Well, I mean, like, it was it was banter. It's the same thing that we have now. Same thing that we have now. That's a funny thing to fight about. Oh, that's not what the fight was about. The fight was about him finding out that I had a boyfriend. And he was like, why wouldn't you tell me that? Like, now I feel like an idiot. I'm like, no, like, there's no reason to feel like an idiot. It's like, it's not like, I was like, it's okay that you said you had a crush on me. Like, I was like, it's okay. It's no big deal. And he's like, no, it's really stupid. I wouldn't have said anything. I'm like, I mean, like, it's fine. Like, it was a whole thing. And he was really mad at me. And I was like, no, it's not a big deal. Like, you don't have to be like embarrassed. That makes a guy feel like an idiot. Royce is right. Okay, well, here's the thing. When I first started on Twitch, this was a long time ago. A long time ago. When I first started on Twitch, I was really, like, oblivious to what should be public knowledge, what shouldn't be public knowledge, like, how open I could be with people. I mean, at this point, you guys, I literally tell you about, like, my poops, you know? Like, I am so transparent with you guys about everything. But back in the day, I was like, I don't know what I should keep private. I don't know what I'm supposed to, you know. So you oblivious? Alright, I don't really like this. I need you guys to take it. Why are you bullying me? Stop bullying me, okay? I'm feeling bullied right now. So, I didn't really know what kind of information to not tell people. And I was like, okay, well, just, you know, keep, like, even back in the day, I remember I wouldn't tell people, like, what I studied in college because I was like, I don't know if they can look me up just based on Patty from Pennsylvania. I was very private about the things that I shared. And so I didn't tell them that I had a boyfriend, and my boyfriend wouldn't come into my streams. He thought it was really weird. He didn't like that he was very against me streaming. He wasn't against it, but he just wanted nothing to do with it. So he wasn't ever in my streams. He subbed to support me, but it wasn't, he wasn't ever involved in it. And so I was I became very close with Royce and, other people as well. This was way back in the day, but it was me, my brother, someone named Ham, someone named MSG, someone named Frank, Royce. There was a group of us, and we would all play in Discord, and these were, I don't know, and I became very close to him, and he had, expressed to me that, he wanted to come up and that he wanted to take me to a Yankees game. And that was when, yes, Salt gave me some information. He basically told me, do not tell anyone anything, don't talk to anybody. He was the one guiding me. And so I, that was the information that I had, because I was very new to Twitch. I didn't watch Twitch before I started Twitch. But that's what prompted that conversation. Was he was like, I want to take you to a Yankees game. And I was like, oh, you can't take me to a Yankees game because I have a boyfriend. And he was really pissed off. He was really pissed off when he found out that information. And I'm like, I don't know why you're so upset right now. It's not like I was going to date you. You're some weirdo from the internet. I don't know why you're so upset. I remember literally standing in my kitchen in New Jersey with Natalie. Natalie was my roommate in New Jersey. And we had this whole, I was like, I don't know why he's so upset. It's not like I'm ever going to date him. Literally, those are my words. I don't know why he's so upset right now. This is so crazy. I'm never going to date this random guy from the internet. And now I'm carrying his child. So that was our first fight. That was our first fight. And I found it in Discord, and it is so cringe. It is so cringe. It is so uncomfortable. I'm like, oh my gosh, we were so, wow, it was, yeah, it was weird. It was weird. It seems like he got the last laugh. Yes. Yeah, I suppose he did. I suppose he did, because at the end of the day, we are now married, and having a baby. So, at the end of the day, I suppose Royce did get the last laugh in that situation. But yeah, it was very cringe to read. Yankees game? He never took me to the Yankees game. We never actually went to the Yankees game. But that's because I told him, I was like, oh, you can't take me to a Yankees game, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, well, why the fuck wouldn't you tell me that? I'm like, it's not a big deal. And he's like, no, it is a big deal. I'm like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Hey! That's right. PCPatty. I would go as far as saying if I got caught up in a situation where I was talking to a dude's woman, I would expect that guy to attack me. Well, again, he, wasn't involved. The boyfriend that I had kind of wanted, nothing to do with my stream. He thought it was weird. And so he never watched it. And I would ask him, I'm like, are you going to watch my stream? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Did you know back then we referred to your ex-boyfriend as Squidward? I did. I think it's really mean. That's why I'm ignoring it. Because, I don't have any ill will toward him. He's a very nice guy. And I did know that you guys... I found that out later. Because either Gamble said it or Roy said it. One of them said it to me. Because I don't know if it was Gamble or if it was Royce, but one of you fuckers found him on Instagram. You went through my Instagram followers and found him because his profile picture was a picture of me and him. I'm like, you fucking freaks. I'm like, why would you do that? Do. Do. So wait, you married your stalker? No, I didn't marry my stalker. Internet is a wild place. Yeah, I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was Gamble or if it was Royce. But one of them, I don't know if maybe it was them together. Like maybe they were in a voice call together and they were like, let's find her boyfriend. But they found him. Creeps. What kind of starting salary does Royce want out of college? Oh, I don't know. Our biggest concern is insurance. Our biggest concern is me getting insurance through whatever job he gets. That is top priority. Is Royce a Raiders fan? No, Royce is a Titans fan. And the reason I'm a Raiders fan is that ex-boyfriend. He was a Raiders fan. He was from the West Coast. And we went to a Raiders-Eagles game on Christmas in 2017, 2018, whatever year the Eagles first won the Super Bowl. I saw the Raiders play the Eagles, and I decided that was my first NFL game. I would stick with the Raiders, and they would be my team, whether we stayed together or not. That was like my decision. I was like, this is my first NFL game. I'm sticking with the Raiders. So he is a Titans fan because he's from Tennessee. So he likes the Tennessee Tits. Who doesn't like titties? You know what I mean? He should be a male knee model. Who? What? Your man has sexy knees? What in the world? What kind of comment is that? How can somebody have sexy knees? Weird. The baby does not have a Raiders onesie. She has a Tennessee Volunteers onesie. And she has LSU onesies from T80. So when LSU plays, I'll make sure I get a picture of her with LSU on. And yeah, so they were both from T80, but yeah, I have Tennessee Volunteers and LSU. Do prison uniforms come in a size that small? You know, we looked this up once, YR, and it wasn't the Raiders who had the most, it was the Minnesota Vikings. Okay? So It wasn't the Raiders who had the most people in jail. It was the freaking Vikings. Make her wear LSU when they are playing Tennessee? Certainly not, sir. Certainly not. If she will wear her Tennessee Volunteers onesies when the Tennessee Volunteers play. And if the Volunteers have an off week, a bye week, and LSU is playing, then I will put her in LSU one. Damn, the Raiders can't finish first in anything? I don't know why. I don't know why I'm being attacked. Hell no, we don't do that. Royce, it was a gift. They were gifts. Okay? and they're clothes. And listen, she's gonna poop in them anyway. I'm gonna have to change her. She can wear it when I'm dead. She'll be much too big. She'll be an adult when you're dead. So I can't do that. She will wear them one time, okay? She'll wear them one time. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. That's right. You'll always be home, sweet home to me. Oh. I'll go out and buy 100 LSU things and send them. Okay, I don't need that many. We've already got quite a few. I actually don't need any more newborn onesies. I need like bigger size clothes now. I need like 3 to 6 months. So I'm just saying, if I was a man, I would never allow that. Roy's just saying, okay, well, he's not going to be dressing her. I will. So he doesn't get a say. So if I'll send them back with a sock full of a certain substance. What certain substance? Okay, now I want to listen to that song. Royce, this song made me cry earlier. I heard it I remember hearing it on the radio when I was at your work, and it made me almost start crying there. Because, like, this song makes me think of you with her, like, years from now. Like, you could dance at her wedding, you know, with her to this song. Because it's just so cute. No, Dirt Cheap by Cody Johnson. The one that's like, and then that's where my best buddy's buried. I'm like, it's got our daughter in it. It's got Jakey in it. It's just so sad. Except Jake's not going to be buried. Jake's going to be cremated so that Royce can have him with him always. Which is, you know, I think he should be buried. I do. One day when that time comes, many years from now. But I think that he should be married with Kovu. Or not married. He should be buried with Kovu. Girl dads. Girl dads. He will be with his dad? Okay, whatever. What was your first date? My first date with Royce or just my first date in general? I don't remember what my first date was as a... it was probably the movies. Because that's always what we did. What did you guys... I feel like every single area has, like, their go-to... Everyone does this. What was yours? Because for us, it was go to the movies, go to McDonald's, because McDonald's was right across from our movie theater. So it was movies and McDonald's. That was like our go-to middle school date. Some people, like, walked around the mall. Yeah. What the heck? That is like a universal experience that I never got. We didn't do that, walk around the mall, but I guess we didn't have a mall that was close enough. But yeah, when I went to college and I became friends with Shelby would be like, oh yeah, like that was like our, like a date. We'd like walk around the mall together. I'm like, what? That was a date? Walking around the mall? For us, it was movies and then Denny's. Movies and Denny's, movies and McDonald's. All the movie theaters were in the mall. I guess I have been to malls where there are movie theaters inside the mall. Yeah. Royce moved to me. What's the best gift he's given you? The baby in my womb. The best gift he's given me a lot of really wonderful gifts. I think literally besides the baby, he gave me a charm after Kovu died. That's got a little kitty cat that says Kovu on it, and it's got little angel wings. And I really like that. My fuzzy guy. So that was a really nice gift. That was really sweet and really thoughtful. He should get you a donut charm. No, I don't want a donut charm. Why? Because I've gained 50 pounds? Because you keep giving me fucking cookies? What's the worst gift he has given you? The worst gift he's given me? I was gonna make a really mean joke, but I won't. Because Jakey is a blessing. Out of stream I go. Fun, no, Royce. The worst gift he's ever given me? I don't think he's given me bad gifts. Like, most of the time I tell him what I want. Like, I just straight up tell him what I want and he gets me what I want. So, I don't think he ever got me like a bad gift. Or something that I didn't use or didn't like. Yeah. That crossed the line. Oh, stop. It was a joke. Okay? It was a joke. Relax. Quit being dramatic. It was a friggin' joke. Three wooden crosses? I don't think so. Wait, what happened? I made a joke and Royce didn't like it. I'm sorry. What time is it? Almost 7:30? It's time for me to make dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner, but it's time for me to make dinner. It's cold in this house. I'm starving? Okay, feed yourself, buddy. Yeah, I know. I am too. I will get to making some food. You could eat a cat, Royce. They do it in Ohio. Might as well do it in PA. Yeah, but not the regular folk in Ohio. The you know, non-Ohioans do it. Have you been experimenting and trying to make new things? I made corned beef and cabbage for the first time. That was really good. He really liked that. That was the last like new recipe I tried, which was for St. Patrick's Day. But it was good, and he really liked it. So, I don't know what I'm gonna go make, but I'm gonna go make something. Best thing Patty has cooked is the bun in her oven. Yeah, she's just a little baby. She's just a little peanut. Okay, but listen, the offer still remains, you guys. Offer still remains. We need to hit 1,000 subs. If we hit 1,000 subs, there are a lot of things. Saturday stream, baby name, the other things. Baby vlog. Patty, please listen to 3 Wooden Crosses and tell me what you think of on the next stream. You need to remind me. 3 Wooden Crosses. I hope it's a nice country song and not something like 1,000 subs. Thank you very much to the anonymous gifter for the 1,000 subs tier 1. Thank you. Very helpful. Who is this? Who is doing this? All right, I'm gonna go make dinner. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me on this just chatting stream where, you know, my content was my boobies and you were all here simping for me. You're welcome. It's a nice country song. It has a really good message in it. I would think so, with 3 wooden crosses. That reminds me of you know, Jesus. So, all right. I will see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have a great night. I sim for voice only. I hope you could hear me rolling my eyes. All right. Peace out, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.